Okay, I'm live on TikTok now, too. Alright, I'm live on TikTok. Let me check the audio. Audio is fine. Alright, so today I'm gonna be, I'm in another raid train today for Dreamtail Studios. And I'll be playing Life After Magic, which is a sapphic visual novel featuring 2 trans characters. One of them is a trans woman and the other one is non-binary. Hope everyone's doing okay today. Alright, so in this scene, we've all met the characters again, and they are bewildered by the fact that magic doesn't seem to be working as well as it did when they were younger. This is Ada. She is currently a singer, I believe, a very successful singer. And then, I forget the other two's names. We'll meet them again. I wonder if the audio isn't loud enough. Is it loud enough, not loud enough? I believe it is loud enough. Okay. It's not about liking your powers or not. If magic in general is in danger, we need to protect it. Magic is important. Magic does suck, but it doesn't matter how we feel about magic. I don't know. What should I pick? Doesn't matter how we feel about magic. We need to stop arguing and do something about the problem at hand. Our opinions on magic don't have to change just to investigate if there's an issue. We should still check it out just to make sure no one else is getting hurt. Sometimes you just gotta get into the ring. Jackie's corny line aside, she has a point. Can everyone at least agree to look into it a little? Keep their eyes and ears open? Begrudgingly, the team nods along. Okay then, let's keep alert and keep in touch. I hope this is just some fluke, but maybe an excuse to see everyone again isn't so bad? We all leave for the night, maybe a little worse for the wear. I let Ada take the reins on explaining the Sentinel makeup line to Jackie, KJ, and Miranda later on. And somehow I doubt that conversation will be hunky-dory. What a day. The store having a big product launch event would have been enough to make it a momentous day in a string of normally dull ones. But then Ada was our celebrity guest. And it didn't stop there. It's been so long since I've been to the Golden Glove, catching up with Jackie. Then magic failing, seeing the whole team together and how much they've all changed. Miranda, and especially KJ. It's so much to take in. My brain is swirling, and not in a fun, soft-serve ice cream kind of way. Is there really something wrong with magic? Will I be able to reconnect with my old teammates without making the rifts between us worse? Will we be able to come together again as a team? My mind is racing about the future, the future, the future. What is it going to bring this time? It was scary before when I was just worrying about next month's bills, but now it feels even worse. Am I even half the Sentinel Starlight I once was? If there is some crisis, will I be able to conquer it this time? My head is throbbing with all this worry. My eyes are heavy. Better get some rest. That night I had the most amazing dream. Honestly, most of my dreams lately have been kind of dull or stressful. Doors that won't open, running but can't move. The usual life is stressing me out kind of dreams. But not this one. I feel warm and full of joy. Thank you for the like. It's like living through a movie of some of the Sentinel's greatest hits. Like the time Sentinel Aurora, or Boryong, lulled a Hydra to sleep with her singing. We went into the sewers beneath Diamond Cove, and she was so grossed out. But she put on a beautiful performance anyway. That's the thing about Boryong. She's very opinionated and butts heads a lot, but you can rely on her when it counts. At least that's who I hope she still is. Before I can dwell too long in the present, my dream takes me to another memory. I dream of the time we'd been through a rough couple of weeks. We were all stressed out and exhausted. Sentinel Nova used her exploding stardust to cheer us all up with an impromptu fireworks display on the roof of the school. She's not very talkative, but she cares deeply about making people happy. Then I dream of our geeky Sentinel Perigee. KJ always felt out of place on the team. Their invincible bubbles saved us from collapsing buildings, toxic gas, mind control. But then somebody else had to defeat the bad guys. I wish KJ knew how much we loved them as a Sentinel and a friend. I really hope this self-reinvention isn't coming from a negative place. And finally we have Jackie, Sentinel Soul. I have never known anyone stronger in my whole life, both physically and emotionally. There are a few things more satisfying in this world than catching a villain monologuing and then... BAM! A Jackie red-hot fist to the face. She's always the first one in a fight and the last one out. She likes to keep things simple, though I sometimes wonder if things with her are more complicated than she lets on. And then there's me. At first, discovering I'm from another planet scared me so much, as it would anybody, I guess. My role as the last princess of the Serentia royal family, sworn guardians of truth and justice, seemed like big shoes I could never fill. Hello, FC Barcelona. How are you doing today? But I did. After many years of victories and defeats, I realized I'd grown into somebody both my adoptive and birth parents would be proud of. And then, that chapter of my life ended, but the years kept coming. And I found myself stuck in a loop and unsure what to do. How do you top saving the world? Does it all just get worse from here? I wish I could go back to those simpler days. Life made sense. I knew my purpose. I had friends. I never want to lose that joy again. Beep, 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 beep. My alarm clock pops my dream like a balloon. I lay there for a while staring up at the ceiling. Seeing everyone again, seeing the makeup line, it really flipped a switch somewhere inside me. Alistair nags me out of bed. At least some things never change, and I hurry to work. Time for work. I wonder what Lise is up to. Alistair, what are you doing here?
I came to check on you. Now that we know something is happening with your magic, what if something else is wrong with you? Do you have a fever?
I'm a little tired, I guess, but I'm fine.
Do you remember how your job works? Do you know where we are right now? Do you know your name?
I'm Goobs, lost princess of Serentia and retired magical girl. I work at this retail hell known as Glamour Pop, where I sell makeup. Did I pass?
Yes, but don't let your guard down. Make sure you touch base with everyone too. Now that you've reconnected with your magical girl teammates, you have a chance to hang out with them after work.
If I'm not exhausted from work, that is.
Right! If you have a good day at work, you'll have extra energy to visit friends afterwards. If customers are extra terrible today, you might not have energy to visit multiple people.
I should be careful about what I say to the customers.
Good luck!
Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help? You can stop there. I need something sparkly for New Year's Eve. What should I buy? Wow, rude. I guess I'll suggest... a better attitude. I can't say that. Sequins or body glitter? What about a nice sequin dress? I'm sure that won't make you shine. Isn't this a makeup store? Do you even sell clothes here? Well, no. Wow, thanks for being completely unhelpful. He left. Phew, I'm more exhausted than usual. I guess I'm feeling some side effects from the magic disappearing too. I don't think I can hang out with anyone today, like Alistair said, but I can do it tomorrow. Damn! I immediately failed. Working with the customers today was exhausting, but they're always a bit demanding, aren't they? I'm glad to be home. I guess nothing really strange happened today. That's a good sign. Perhaps all this stuff with magic was just a hiccup.
Meow.
Yes, Alistair, I know you have your magical cat senses or whatever, but...
Meow!
Alistair, is something wrong? Got another hairball stuck?
Meow!
Why aren't you talking? Are you giving me the silent treatment again?
Mallow!
Is this because I didn't get the salmon-flavored treat? I told you, they were all out.
Meow!
Wait, can you not talk at all?
Meow.
Uh-oh, this is really, really bad. This has never happened before, ever. In unprecedented events in the life of a former magical girl? Not a good sign. I better call the team up even if they won't like it. We all arrive and cram into our old high school classroom. Goobs, tell us, what's so important that you need to call an emergency meeting for the second day in a row?
In our musty old classroom? Well, I admit it brings back memories.
It does, but it's a little spooky at night, and ghosts are my natural enemies.
Ghosts?
They are unpunchable. Your fists would fly right through them. Is this going to be a regular thing? If so, I have to work around my schedule at the workshop.
It really is an emergency.
Alistair, can you try talking again?
You don't mean... Meow! Meow!
I can't understand him at all anymore. His ability to speak is gone. No, not our funky little Doolittle owl. I can still hear his voice.
Meow!
I mean, yeah, we can still hear his voice. It's more about comprehension.
Maybe it's less about him not being able to communicate with us, and more about us losing our ability to understand him.
I tried using my healing powers on him to see if it would help, but honestly, I still can't manage to get things working again. Alistair crawls up into my lap. He seems exhausted from trying to communicate with us. Stroke his little chin. I stroke under his chin and can tell he's starting to relax. He stretches out and then curls up to sleep. I admit I was never your cat's biggest fan, but I do feel for him, all pitiful like that. Miranda offers me the jacket on her waist to use as a blanket, but I shake my head. This is escalating faster than we're expecting. We all know the signs. Unusual events always lead to some villain with a crazy plan. We can't just passively observe anymore. Finding out who is behind this needs to be our top priority. And honestly, it hurts not being able to understand him. He's snarky, cryptic, and a huge pain in my butt sometimes, but Alistair is my closest companion. Boobs. You're always looking out for others, leader. And I know this is upsetting news, but let's just remember we're here.
Sup, nerds? And beautiful ladies?
You? Not a lady, but you're still an asshole.
Did you mean to say a sight for sore eyes?
Yes, this is Solaire. I warned you about him. Useless man baby who inherited some magical soul cards, or that's what he decided to call them, and Jackie, our sentinel soul, will never forgive him. He only ever used them to try to pick up girls, feel cool, and get in our way. Yes, we dated. How? Why? Was it the hair? My impressionable young mind? Yes, I'm filled with deep shame and regret. No, I will not give you details.
Oh, hey there, Young. I've been keeping a close eye on you.
Ada suddenly turns pale.
You know, now that you're famous, I'd consider giving us another chance.
Absolutely not.
Come on, it'd be good for your image.
It would completely ruin my image. Hold on, what do you mean by another chance? Oh, Ada, you didn't. You did. Oh my god. I can tell Ada is dying inside. Let's just move on. Solaire sidles up to Miranda. Oh, hey, Miranda. No.
Hey, just trying to say hello to an old friend.
We were never friends. Solaire slides away from Miranda. Solaire then sidles up to Jackie, who gives him a not-so-friendly punch to the arm. He stumbles for a moment from the impact. How's it been, Solaire? Jackie is smiling at him, but not in a sweet way.
Ow! Nice job, buddy.
I barely tapped you. But anyways, that's what you get for naming your stupid cards soul cards. I should sue, honestly. He looks KJ up and down. Fuck off.
I didn't know you were expanded the team. Who's this femme fatale?
Solaire? That's KJ. Behind his blank expression, I can see the cogs turning in his head. Whatever you're about to say, I don't want to hear it.
Why not? After all these years, I thought you'd love to finally hear a compliment from me.
Jackie, sweetie, could you punch him again, right in the nuts?
Whoa there, Morticia. Take it easy. I know you'll change your mind eventually.
He just never stops talking, does he? He claps his hands and looks to all of us like he's about to give a speech. I brace myself.
Oh yeah, this is happening.
Try to stop the useless man, baby. It would be like trying to stop the earth from turning. He is inevitable.
It's so nice to see the dream team back together. My favorite magical ladies to back me up in my most excellently successful battles against evil.
Miranda's eyes glaze over as he starts talking.
Backing you up?
You mean saving the world while you played card games behind us?
That's rich coming from the cowardly bubble girl.
KJ cracks their knuckles. Okay, Hedgehog, that's enough. I'm gonna wipe that grin right off your face. Jackie steps in and places a hand on KJ's shoulder. You know he's not worth it. KJ stares Solaire down for a few seconds and backs off. I think he actually got intimidated by that.
So anyway, you may have heard they're making an anime of my exploits, which of course will stay faithful to the manga. The power of the cards, one boy's journey to manhood fighting evil in 4 suits.
Oh, that comic you drew about yourself and your wonderful soul cards? I remember that. He handed out photocopied books of his comic to the entire school. The drawings were atrocious. Tell me you won't be tackling a whole anime with your level of artistic technique.
Hey, the sales of my soul card collectible deck were really high last year. The sales will finance the anime, with some help from my trust fund.
Jackie looks like she's about to crack at the mention of soul cards again. I need to redirect his attention. Once he starts talking about his stuff, he never stops. Show him something shiny.
Solaire, look at this sparkly makeup case. Ha, can't distract me, I've learned your tricks.
Dang, I've used this tactic one too many times on him. I need new material. Then what are you doing here?
Right, I'm on spirit hunting duty. Any scary ghosts that haunt the sacred grounds better peace out before I find them.
Ghosts? Spirit hunting? I guess the school has always been pretty spooky at night. Jackie, there are no ghosts. He's an idiot.
Well, actually...
Please, no more tangents. Solaire looks at me with a pleading look, but I hold my ground.
Anyway, my sweet nothings, I just came here to tell you to always believe in yourselves.
He winks. God, he winked at us.
Feel the blaze, baby.
With a flash of a card, he promptly explodes. Classic Solaire exit. Is he gone yet? I blacked out for a sec. How did he know where we were? He always had an uncanny sense for tracking us down. Also, why is his magic okay? Total unearned confidence and stupidity. I'll clock him in the face next time he interrupts us like that. Maybe Solaire's the reason for all of this. He's definitely a draining presence.
I'd agree, but that's definitely wishful thinking.
He's annoying, but he couldn't hurt a fly. I don't know, my ears hurt just listening to him. He always fumbled with his magical cards during battle and never managed to actually hit any of the enemies with them. In some ways, I actually feel bad for him. I don't. I really don't. Dweeb aside, I'm going to keep looking into this. But I'm not exactly mourning the loss of my power if it happens. Ada looks taken aback by this comment.
Some of us actually still care about magic, and the team for that matter. I'm expecting everybody to be on their toes.
I never said I didn't care about the team. And they can speak for themselves, you know?
Right.
Were these two always on such thin ice? I make eye contact with Jackie and Miranda. Jackie gives me a sympathetic smile when Miranda shakes her head. Anyways, let's try to stay in touch more often. Maybe check up on a few of our old enemies? See what they're up to? We should make an effort to drop in on each other's schedules, just for safety's sake, you know? The group nods in unison. I can sense some hesitation, though. Oops, I'd like to see the sentimentality makeup in person. I haven't seen it yet either. Can't say I'm all that enthusiastic to see it. No, we should swing by Goob's store sometime. See what our magical girl work has turned into.
Jackie, I promise you'll love it. Just give it a try.
I mean, if you say so, Ada. Great. Now that's decided, I'll be in contact. I'll do my best to check in with everybody. And with that, we disperse. Been a long day. I pass out as soon as I get home. Oh, I need water. Alistair jumps onto my stomach to wake me up, demanding food. Alright. When I get to work in the morning, there's a crowd that's gathered outside of the store entrance, which is blocked by a line of security guards. Excuse me, can you all let me through? Praise fan.
No way! If anyone's saying Ada, it's me!
Right, I should have known. Ugh, I better not get my pay docked if I'm late because of this. I brace myself and hurl myself into the swarm of people. Ow, watch it! That's going to leave a bruise. No matter how hard I fight to make it to the front, I can't get any further than halfway in. Before I know it, I'm completely lost in the crowd and can't get out. Someone help me! Please, are you there? Please? The crowd is loud. It might be impossible for her to hear me. It seems like a long shot, but I know something that might catch Lisa's attention. Hoot hoot?
Hoot?
By the entrance, I spot Liz looking around frantically. I don't know if she's looking for me or thinks there's a bird in trouble. Either way, it worked.
Hoot hoot!
The sea of people begins to scatter a bit, and I hear whispers about them trying to get away from the crazy owl girl. It's still too dense to comfortably walk through, but I'm finally able to push my way through the entrance. Phew. Thanks, Liz. I owe you one.
I didn't know that pathetic excuse for a barn owl imitation anywhere, my friend.
He winks, and then panics. Oh no! You have about 40 seconds to clock in on time! Wait, I forgot to clock in too! Run! We rush into the store and enter the employees-only section, where we clock in just in the nick of time. When I return, I finally take a look at what's causing all of the commotion. Ada is posing in front of a colorful display that shows off the sentimentality line. She's smiling brightly with a mascara wand held up to her eyes. There's a flurry of camera flashes, then she switches to another pose. It is pretty mesmerizing to watch. She's radiating confidence, and she gives off the captivating, dreamlike aura that celebrities have. I never would have expected her to become an idol, but then again, I never put a lot of thought into what our personal futures would look like. Life after the Sentinels wasn't something I could really comprehend. That's part of the reason I didn't exactly plan out my future. I wonder, has Ada always been like this, or was this aura something she cultivated over the past few years? Watching her, I almost forget how irritated I am that she's agreed to model for this in the first place. I should really bring that up soon. While this is going on, I don't have to deal with customers at least. The shoot keeps going until we get closer to our delayed opening time, and Liz and I do menial operations around the store. Anna Lee occasionally appears to monitor the shoot, and Liz hides in the back to avoid her. When it seems to be over, Ada heads over to me.
I'm so tired. I wish I could take a nap.
Smiling for cameras and holding makeup products is hard.
Harder than you think. You try looking excited about nothing for hours. It's emotionally exhausting.
I still take it over dealing with rude customers every day. By the way, I never congratulated you on becoming an idol. You're just like TTJ now.
I'm not quite there yet, but thank you.
What else have you been up to while I've been gone, other than the whole idol thing?
Other than that, not much. Nothing that you can't find in a magazine article anyways. What about you? Anything new other than your job?
I'm trying my best to survive out here. I used to think that saving the world would be my greatest obstacle. Now it's just rent. At least things were a lot more straightforward when we were kids.
It's nice to remember the old times, right? I've been feeling particularly nostalgic recently myself. So I'm glad that I've been able to see everyone together again. Although, we would have thought, after everything that happened, we'd be at such different places in our lives. We saved the world, but now I'm a superstar and you're here.
Wow, that's kind of condescending. How can she act like she's all that when she used the Sentinels to get to where she is? I still need to talk to her about why she even agreed to do this campaign in the first place. Maybe now is as good of a time to bring it up as any. I guess I've been feeling lost lately.
How so?
I mean, obviously I don't want to be working in retail. I don't really have any direction in life right now. So I just sort of ended up here.
I see. Actually, I get what you mean about feeling lost.
You do? But you're literally famous now. You didn't get here without having some sense of direction.
Not exactly. How should I put it? As Sentinels, we were symbols of hope and justice. We saved the entire world multiple times. After we all parted ways, I felt like I didn't have a purpose anymore. I felt useless, and I didn't know what to do. All I had left was my singing. So when I got the opportunity to become an idol, I took it. I know you might not agree with my decision to create Ada from Sentinel's Aurora. KJ thinks I'm a sellout for it. But the Sentinels were the most important thing in the world to me. I want to incorporate that part of myself into my music. Sentinel Aurora is my identity, and I should be able to use it however I want to.
What about the makeup line? That's not just your image, it's all of ours.
You know the Sentinels are public domain. Remember the dolls of us? The shitty anime?
I like the anime.
Of course you did. You were the main character. Anyways, I know the makeup line is kind of messed up, but I didn't agree to this without thinking about it first. A significant percentage of the profits will go to kids who need it. Maybe more if I can convince Anna Lee that it'll increase business. With me around, I can make sure the money is going to the right places, and I can make sure they don't slander our names.
I guess I wasn't thinking about what reasons you might have for doing this. I thought you were being selfish.
You never were good at taking my point of view into consideration. That came out wrong. Sorry. I don't know what's gotten into me. I really do appreciate you hearing me out.
It's okay, I get it. The last 2 days have been sort of crazy.
Well, I don't want our reunion to start off on the wrong foot. Let's start over? As if you could forget me.
Lise approaches Ada nervously.
Hi, Annalise says she needs you for an interview immediately. She said emphasis on immediately.
Please hurry, she's so scary and pretty, but scary.
Oh, okay, I'll be right there.
Ada smiles at you and waves.
See you later, Goobs.
Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee. Hi, welcome in. How can I help you?
A furry fiasco just traded with 23 viewers.
Hello, Furry Fiasco. Thank you for bringing the raid train to me. Hello, everyone. I'm Melody Wisp. I'm an accessibility provider, voice actor, and variety streamer. I mostly play RPGs and visual novels, and this is one such visual novel. This is a sapphic visual novel with 2 trans characters in it. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? How was your stream? I hope it was good. Thank you for train sitting for my slot. Have a good lurk. So this is a visual novel about retired magical girls. Stream was great. Was playing Coral Island. Cool, cool, cool. I did peek a little while I was setting up. I hope you had fun. In this visual novel, the retired magical girls get back together because there's something wrong with magic. You get 2 train sitters today. Cool.
We reached our followers goal of 770. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for the follow, and thank you for helping me reach my followers goal. The next person will be Trinkbell. I wonder what Trinkbell is going to be up to. You love farming sims like Coral Island and Stardew? Awesome. I really love visual novels and stuff. RPGs are are one of my favorite genres of video game. Hello, Chica. Right now in the game, we met all our magical girl former friends, and now we are working at our minimum wage job. Hello again, Disgrace. Let me save again. Hey, is your coworker in today? The brunette with the glasses? Oh, Lise? She's on her break. I'm not sure what this person wants. Anyways, what can I do for you? Oh, sorry to be weird. She was really knowledgeable about eco-friendly brands. I'm looking for something like that today. If that's the case, I can try and help. Let's see if I can remember what Lise told me. Which one of these would be the correct answer? Shampoo with horse graphics on the label. Sunscreen with a monkey logo. High-end lotion with a tree icon. Love me some RPGs too. Been hooked on Grand Blue Fantasy recently. Right now, I'm playing through 3 games on my channel. One of them is called Raito Remastered. Mystery of the Soulless Army, which is a Megami Tensei game. I'm also playing Metaphor Refantasia, which is also a Megami Tensei game. I'm also playing Hollow Knight Silksong, which is not an RPG. It's a platformer, an action game. I'm in a really difficult area right now in the game. I tried to get through it for an entire stream last time, and I could not push through. I'm playing it again tomorrow. Love me some F&T games. I'm excited for P6 coming in the next few years. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun, isn't it? Persona 6. I can't wait for it to be released too. This SPF 30 sunscreen is cruelty-free and vegan. I've been looking for a new bottle of sunscreen. Let's try it out. I'll take it. Maybe I should pick up a bottle myself. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with now? KJ. I text KJ and ask if they want to hang out. They ask me to swing by their work so we can go for coffee together. I make my way downtown and follow their directions to the tattoo parlor. I feel out of place here in my pastel cardigan and beret. Fortunately, nobody seems to be around. I suddenly hear KJ's voice from the back room. They boom with a masculine bravado. Alright, Bruce, I'm gonna bounce. See ya. Enjoy your date. Nah, dude, it's not a date. Oh, hey, princess. You're right on time.
Let's change the subject.
So this is where you work, huh? Welcome to Needlework. May I take your order?
How long have you been working here?
Just a couple months. I'm still an apprentice, but trying to learn fast. Bruce and the team did so many tattoos for me, and the question of learning the trade kind of popped up, and here we are.
I mean, yeah, if you have a passion for it, then why not?
Yeah, but we should probably have this conversation over a coffee. We're closing up in a minute.
We head on over to a whole latte love and settle down with drinks that are maybe 99% milk foam and syrup. So, KJ, they look up from their drinks sporting a handsome foam mustache.
Oops, soup.
How much time have you got? I have 22.
Oh, sorry, that was KJ.
22?
I want one for every year of my life. I had to catch up, of course, but now I only need a new one every year.
Oh, so that's why they're small.
Yeah, lots of little ones on my sleeves, then a few bigger ones across my torso. I started doing some on my left arm by myself.
They go over the most important ones, each representing some aspect of the year in question. Some are silly, like a little dog bone for the year their family adopted a puppy. Some are serious, like when their mom passed away.
I saved this one for last.
Why? Is it bad?
No, it's the most special one.
They point to 4 rings interlocked around a central ring.
This one's for 1992.
The year we all met.
Yeah.
We pause in silence for a moment.
I forget you didn't see any of the years in between. A lot's changed, Goobs.
They're right. A few years ago, the KJ I knew was a shy and awkward geek. Someone more at home in the computer lab and library than a tattoo parlor. KJ wasn't the strongest member of the team in a crisis. I've given them a lot of battlefield pep talks over the years. Their powers could protect people from all physical harm. Emotional harm? That's KJ's biggest weakness. They're a talented, reliable friend in many ways, but if you put the pressure on, they melt. Well, that was then and this is now. Maybe things have changed.
Hello? Earth to Goobs?
It certainly looks like things have changed. Oh, sorry, I was just lost in thought for a moment.
What were you thinking about, if you don't mind me asking? Good save, princess. Jeez.
Just save me, even if it is a little white lie. How have you been keeping up with everyone?
Actually, let's flip the script first. Why haven't you been keeping up with everyone?
What? Quick, Goobs, think of something. I lost everyone's numbers.
Yeah, I heard from Jackie. It's okay, Goobs, I'm just teasing you. You can stop panicking now.
Hey, that's not funny.
It's pretty damn funny from where I'm sitting. Anyway, you're cool. I know how life can carry you away sometimes. And I didn't exactly call you either. To be honest, you spared yourself a couple of my messy years. So to answer your question, it's not been the easiest time for me lately. But it's alright. I got a lot of help from the team. Well, Jackie and Miranda anyway. Well, Young dipped.
I recall back at the Golden Glove that a certain little girl was talking about a biker girlfriend. Could it be? But I also want to understand the rift that's open between KJ and Ada. We don't have much time until the cafe closes. What should I ask? Ask about Jackie. Okay, I have to know. So, you and Jackie, is there a... Are they blushing?
She helped me through hard times. I owe a lot to her. She's so strong. I can't think of another shoulder I'd rather cry on.
As friends, right?
Huh? Why'd you say that? Yes, as friends. Who have you been talking to? Did Ada put you up to this? Has she been gossiping about me?
It's not like that, KJ, I promise. You know Layla? The girl Jackie is training?
Alright, her. Layla was hilarious. This one time... Wait, what does Layla have to do with it?
Yeah, thinks you and Jackie have a thing for each other.
Well, you know how kids are. They love to make up all sorts of things. I should be going. I gotta get some chores in before band practice tonight.
Wow, you really do have a lot on your plate, huh?
Yeah, staying busy keeps the gremlins at bay. Gotta make up for lost time, you know?
Well, so long as you're happy.
Yeah, I am. Especially with this chance to catch up with you, princess.
They look at me with almost a sense of relief.
Maybe this chance to show me new KJ means more than they're letting on. Ride you home? Sorry, what did you just say? Would you like me to give you a ride home on my motorcycle? No thanks. I think that would be too scary for me. As you wish. We walked to the corner and KJ surprised me with a big hug before we parted. They never used to take the initiative like that. And as I watched them walk away, I reflected on how much a person can change in just a few short years. What other surprises would my old friend have in store for me if I kept looking? Who should I go hang out with now? Miranda. The workshop is cozy and full of half-finished projects and tools. It smells musty and woody. It's nice. No one else is around, but I see Miranda at a drafting table looking up blueprints. She hasn't noticed me. Her eyelids are heavy, and her head bobs forward like she might fall asleep. I should probably wake her up. Miranda? What? Oh, hey, Goops. Didn't see you come in. Seemed like you were dozing off. Is now an okay time? Dozing? Oh, no. Miranda feverishly checks herself and her work around her. What are you doing? Being tired on the job is a huge safety issue. I could have cut off a finger or worse, broken one of the client's orders. That doesn't sound worse. Speaking of, you're in a workshop. Wear this. She hands me a hard hat and some safety goggles. I see her hands are strong, but show some wear and tear from her work. Put on the safety gear. How do I look? YMC. Don't finish that thought. What about you? I know what I'm doing. But your hands, they have some cuts. Hazard of the job. I could hear them. My magic's been consistent, but it wouldn't require much. No, I'm fine. It's really no trouble. This is what band-aids are for, and as you said yourself, your magic's been on the fritz. I should probably stop pushing and change the subject. How long have you been here today? I came in really early this morning to finish a personal project, and it was time to clock in. Do you sleep at all? Yes, sometimes. What are you working on? We have an order for some long dining tables from a brewery in town. Take a look. She shows me a long wooden table and accompanying bench. They are sturdy and inviting. Not only that, there's intricate carving work along the edges of the table. It's beautiful. Still gotta sand it and do the final stain finish. It's really well done. Not really, not yet. What do you mean? It's amazing! I don't like how wide and lifeless the legs are, and the carvings could more smoothly transition at the corners. It could be better. You've really got an eye for this stuff. Maybe. I look around and see behind Miranda that there's a wall of plaques for Employee of the Month. Her face is on almost all of them. That's a lot of Employee of the Month plaques with your name on it. There's only 6 employees. Are you all 6 of them? Miranda laughs. It's nice to see her laugh. You must be doing something right. They can clearly rely on you. Thank you for saying that. They're really wonderful to me. They let me use the workshop before and after hours and any spare materials. Sounds like you've found something you're really passionate about. I think so too. It's the right medium, but what? It's just hard to get inspired these days. The day job, the stuff with the squad, it's a lot. I feel like I don't have the same creative spark. Say something reassuring. Ask what inspires her. What inspires me? Do you listen to certain music, research images? It's more like a feeling I get when I touch the materials. Like what I want is already in there. It's just my job to bring it out. Then I start to see colors, shapes. I just make what I see. Can I see something you've made? Sure. Miranda brings out one of her projects. It's a jewelry box made of wood. On the top, she's carved stars and patterns. There's iridescent stones inlaid into the wood, too. It looks like the night sky exploding with new galaxies. It glows like it's been touched by her stardust magic. This is beautifully crafted. Thank you, but not again. It seems like it infused it with my magic even when I try not to. In a flash, Miranda explodes the jewelry box into a burst of stardust. The wooden stones fall apart and land with a thud onto her work table. How did you do that? It wasn't good enough. It needs to be perfect if it's going to last. Why does it have to last? I want to make something that stands the test of time. But most things don't. Is something really only valuable if it lasts forever? Miranda seems lost in thought. Thanks for showing me around here. It's really wonderful to see what you're making. Thanks for coming. It may not seem like it, but I like showing people what I do. I should get back to it. Tables don't build themselves. See you soon, Goops. Finally, time for bed. I stay up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. Which love interest will Minako choose? When do I finally get to sleep in? It took me a bit to settle in, but I'm ready for work. The customers had already made a mess of things for the register, and I needed to clean it up before another wave hits. I'm feeling kind of lonely. I forgot it was Lisa's day off. Before I can really start, I am surprised by the appearance of a familiar face. Yo, Goobs! Jackie, what are you doing here? I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop by, see if I could catch you working. It's unlike you to not call ahead. Hey, wait, this isn't you getting back at me for doing the same, right? Maybe. Or maybe I just want to catch a working woman in her element. Then the best way to do that would be to let her work, wouldn't you agree? My stomach twists when I finally notice Annalie looming behind us. I feel like I'm getting caught red-handed doing something terrible with the way she glares at me with those cold eyes. I suddenly get the feeling that my job security's on the line. And Jackie's gone. Socialize on your time, not mine. You have work to do, correct? Go do it. As much as I want to say something, I really need this job. I move back to the register, but Jackie and Annalie are still in earshot. As for you, have we met before? No, ma'am. No? I suppose that must be true. I doubt I would forget such a pretty face. Whoa, Annalie, being nice? I can see from the corner of my eye Jackie's growing shy under Annalie's gaze. The Jackie I knew was quick to give a flirtatious quip back or be evasive in some way, but she goes still instead. Her rhythm seems to be thrown off. As a valued customer at our store, let me pick out some samples for you from our new line. I know just the thing. Oh, this is a sales tactic. Annalie's hand glides over the sample collection and pulls a few pieces out. Jackie finally finds the courage to say something, but she's interrupted with Annalie raises the lipstick near Jackie's lips. Yes, I see it now. Jackie, was it? Said no soul would be a great fit for you. Huh? Jackie barely chokes the word out. It's from our brand new sentimentality line. With these shades of color, I think it would really let that pretty face of yours shine. You simply must try it. Annalie hands off various samples to Jackie, who is barely keeping up with her. If you're going to come in here and talk to your little friend, why don't you do me a favor and come in wearing these? I don't think I would mind it too much then, now when you can show other customers how dazzling it could really be with just a little touch-up. Okay, yes ma'am. I'm just going to go buy these real quick. Annalie chuckles to herself. Jackie freezes again, wondering what she did wrong this time. They're free samples, dear. Oh right, that's fine. I can read. Bye! And like that, Jackie hurries herself out of the shop with her arms full of makeup samples. Silly girl. Should have at least asked for a bag to carry all of that. As if knowing she's being watched, Annalie's eyes meet my own. And what are you looking at? Back to work. Right, yes ma'am! I rush to a display counter that needs a little maintenance, rearranging the sample products to look busy. But really, my head is racing. Had Annalie picked up the Sentinel Soul themed products for Jackie coincidentally? I peek over my shoulder to steal a glance at Annalie, who is now chiding my perpetually distressed manager. She must have. She doesn't seem to recognize me as Sentinel Starlight. And I'm sure Ada wouldn't tip her off about us. I look towards the storefront where Jackie had scattered off just moments before. Well, that was a short-lived visit. Guess it's back to work. Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee. Welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? Hello. I want to buy something for my daughter's birthday. She's never worn makeup before. Is there something here that's child-friendly? Of course. Let me think. Something good for kids. Kids Corner eyeshadow palette. We don't have much, but we have some makeup specifically for kids. This palette has a lot of fun colors for her to experiment with. How cute! Let's go with this. Awesome! The customer left with a big smile. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple things today. Who should I go hang out with now? KJ. I'm curious to learn more about KJ, so I give them a call asking if they want to hang after work. I get lucky and catch them with a couple of hours to spare. We agreed to meet at the mall by Glamour Pop and do some window shopping. I certainly can't afford anything right now. I hang around the mall for a while, playing Snake on my game pal. My high score is pretty low, yet I can't beat it no matter how hard I try. But this time will be different. I get a coffee and hunch over the screen. Pro gamer time! I'm actually doing well. The coffee kicks in. I've become the Snake. I know Kung Fu. So close to beating my high score. So close. I'm so wrapped up in chomping squares, I don't even notice KJ until they tap me on the shoulder. Wah! I see the brave Starlight hasn't lost her edge. No nasty villain is gonna get the drop on you, huh? That's not funny. I was concentrating on something. Sure looks important. We look down. A blinking game over mocks me, 10 points short of my previous best.
No, my high score!
Oh, sorry, Goobs. I didn't realize it meant so much to you.
It's okay.
I will never recover from this. Alright, let me make it up to you. I'll treat you to something tasty. How does that sound?
Snacks, huh? That could help me recover from this deeply traumatic experience.
What can I get you? Name it.
Ice cream!
In December? I mean, sure, whatever you want.
We head over to the ice cream counter and I spend some time investigating the brightly colored trays of delicious goodness. I order 3 scoops of the most intense flavors I can find. Orange soda, nuclear sour candy, and chocolate galaxy. Actually, this monster probably has enough sugar and artificial ingredients to send me to space. Yeah, this is hitting my system harder than the coffee. My hands are shaking.
Oh, you okay there, princess? You look wired.
I can see through time.
Is this what being on drugs feels like? I really don't know. It's kind of scary.
Help me. KJ holds my hand. Huh?
You'll be fine, dum-dum. Maybe take it easy next time, huh?
Snack in hand, we take a little walk around the mall to see what's up. A bunch of stores have closed, including some of our favorites. But a few good ones have stuck around. Out of the corner of my eye, I spy our local Hot Topic. A store for goth and punk fashion. Lots of plaid, band t-shirts, piercings, and loud music. It's the kind of store I'd always ignored, but now I'm here with KJ. Kind of curious.
I can see you staring, you know.
Me? No, never.
You want to check out Hot Topic, huh? Now you're here with me?
If that's okay, I guess it's less intimidating than going in by myself, you know?
Intimidating? Why would it be intimidating? It's a clothing store.
Like, I don't know, maybe the loud and aggressive atmosphere?
For real? You think you're gonna get yelled at or something? Come on, let me show you.
They grab me by the hand and lead me to the entrance to the store. Loud punk music fills the air. The inside seems like a cavern of black and red. At the back, someone behind the counter gives me a judgmental look. KJ lets go of my hand and gestures towards the door.
Step inside. You can do it.
They're right. I have totally faced bigger enemies than this before. The mighty Princess Sentinel Starlight gathers her courage once again and steps inside the clothing store. KJ introduces me to Charlie, the staff member who gave me the judgmental look. She actually seems really nice and compliments my outfit. She thought we were dating and that's why she was sizing me up. And to make sure I was good enough for KJ. KJ laughs it off and takes me over to a part of the store you can't see from the rest of the mall.
I figured you might dig this section. We can make you a skater princess.
It's really tempting. There's pink plaid skater skirts and neon yellow torn up sweaters. And there's even a Hello Kitty backpack. I had no idea people even made clothing like this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different subcultures under the goth and punk umbrellas. Doesn't always have to be about wearing black and being angry. Try something on.
I want to try the backpack.
Yeah, figures you'd want the cutest thing going.
Is that a problem?
Hey, look at you, sticking up for yourself.
I grab the backpack and give it a twirl. Hello Kitty's arms wave about manically, excuse me. I like the trans colors in KJ's hair. I like KJ's whole deal. It's really cute.
God, and here I was thinking I was the dork of the group. Turns out it was you all along.
Hey, you were totally the dork in school.
Oh fuck. Thanks, I'm very aware of that. Like going to therapy about it aware.
KJ, I'm so sorry. That just burst out of me and it was really inconsiderate.
It's true though, isn't it? There's no point apologizing for this truth.
What I'm apologizing for is bringing it up like that, for teasing you about it. Also, even if you were a dork in school, you were one of my closest friends in the world. I wouldn't change that for anything.
There's a lot I want to change, but I get what you're saying. Apology accepted. Maybe let's go do something else.
Yeah, let's do that. We take a stroll around the rest of the store. KJ starts absent-mindedly flipping through the clothes racks.
Funny thing is, I've been coming to this store forever, even back when we were Sentinels. I'd look around, chat to the staff, but never had the courage to buy something other than a backpack or a wallet. I remember the first time I finally bought an outfit from the store. It was hidden in my wardrobe for weeks and I didn't dare wear it. One day my dad found it and threw it all out. I was so pissed off. Him just projecting his idea of who I am onto me instead of letting me speak for myself. To the point of throwing out stuff that didn't fit his ideas. Just like Bouillon. I guess I never really talked about my dad much around the group, did I? There really isn't that much good to tell.
KJ.
It's alright. Like, maybe I shouldn't be talking about this stuff right in the middle of a hot topic. I could be a hopeless goth romantic, but not like that hopeless.
We take a stroll through the rest of the mall, but nothing really takes our interest. I can tell KJ is deep in thought, but trying to shake it off. Sorry for stealing out the auctioneer. You can blame a furry fiasco for that one. He brought me here. I see you're LGBT. What are your pronouns and happy pride? I use they, them pronouns. Thank you for asking, and happy pride to you too, Oxygen Thief. We take a stroll around the rest of the mall, but nothing really takes our interest. I can tell KJ is deep in thought, but trying to shake it off. How are you doing? I pretend to be hungry so we can sit down together for a while. We head to Mr. Burger and just order some fries and cola. I'm sorry we don't share a lot of interests. I must be pretty dull to hang out with.
Huh? Why would you say that? Why do we need to be into the same stuff?
Are you saying you don't judge me because I'm not like you?
No, I don't judge you because you're not like me. The most important thing is to be true to yourself. Screw what anybody else says you should be. I did a lot of soul searching after the group broke up. I got a lot of books from the library and borrowed zines from more marginal places. Okay, bear with me for a sec. I'm gonna need out. Excuse me. Okay, bear with me for a sec. I'm gonna nerd out on you. In existential philosophy, there's the concept of authenticity, of acting according to your own values in spite of external societal pressures to conform. You see it on the screen now? I'm so sorry. It's okay. A lot of people don't seem to see the pronouns on the screen. So at least you asked first. And reading the work of Riki Wilchins honestly changed my life. I'd felt so alone and broken in my discomfort with being a girl. Now I know there's other people out there like me, and we have a word for it. Genderqueer. I am who I am, not out of hatred for others, but out of a newfound love for myself. Oh, jeez. Look at me go. Some things about me really haven't changed, huh? That's all a long-winded way of saying I don't care what you like or how you dress, so long as you're dressing how you want to dress and not like chasing approval.
I understood that last part at least.
And anyway, I really like the way you dress, princess. It suits you.
Oh!
That's not what's bothering me.
What is it then, KJ?
I'm sorry I keep digging up bad stuff all the time. You're just trying to have fun and I'm like dragging the mood down. Like, I promise my life is more than just being bitter about the past. Okay, how about a fresh start? My band is playing on the 27th. You want to come watch?
What?
Maybe I could finally introduce you to some of the other friends I've made over the last couple years. I've been a bit cautious about mixing my friend groups, but you know. You've been a big girl today. If you can step into a hot topic all by yourself with my help, maybe you could also step into an alternative music venue?
I'll think about it.
Great! Just whatever you do, remember to bring earplugs. It's gonna be loud.
The 27th. Bring earplugs. Got it. KJ gives me another big hug before we part ways. I've been invited to see a part of KJ that none of the other Sentinels have seen before. The more I learn about KJ, the more I want to learn. Who should I hang out with now? Miranda. It's not hard to guess where Miranda will be at any hour of the day. As predicted, I find her hard at work at the woodshop again. She seems to be more intensely concentrating than usual. There's beads of sweat on her brow. Knock knock? Hey Goobs, come on in. When she sees me, she steps away from her project, the beginnings of a gorgeous bookshelf using different types of wood, and wipes off her sweat. She hands me safety goggles with a nod. What are you working on today? It must be really tough because you're working up quite the sweat. The project isn't the toughest part. I'm trans math, so I get it. I just don't advertise because I can basically get fired from my job for that. Yeah, that really sucks. I'm sorry that you're in that position. At least you can be yourself online. The project isn't the hardest part. Well, what is? I'm trying to not put any of my magic into it. I thought it'd be easier, but it takes a lot of effort just to keep it held back. Honestly, it's a bit strange building something this way. Ask her why. Praise her effort. That must be really difficult, and the piece is coming out great. I don't need empty praise. It's not! I'm being supportive. It's what you wanted, right? Create without magic? And this time you can't blow it up.
Well, I could. I give her a desperate look. A bookshelf is a lot bigger than a box. The explosion would be pretty, but fast. But I won't. Phew! But I don't know if this is what I want anymore. Trying to work like this all the time would make my workflow impossibly slow and hard. But then again, I'm trying to figure out where my magic fits into my life now. This is an experiment. I don't want magic to be some crutch. And I don't want to assume it has to be a part of everything I do. Is this why you wouldn't let me try healing your hands last time? Miranda reflectively looks away. She starts sanding the edge of a wood block. I can tell she's avoiding more of this conversation. It's part of it, but... Miranda disappears back into her work. It's so hard to know what's going on in her head. Offered to help on her project. Can I help with what you're working on? Miranda looks at me grumpily. Do you know what a spoke tab is? Spoke shave, maybe? A razor that can talk? My point exactly. Do not touch the dangerous tools. I have this. Okay. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Something's bugging you, and I never know if I should ask or avoid with you. Oh, Goob's fine. Remember when the Shadow Society set up that trap for us at the Natural History Museum? All those reanimated dinosaurs coming right at us. I froze. Poor KJ had to save her skin with their bubbles yet again. I don't think we appreciated how much of a toll protecting all of us took on them. Even I took them for granted sometimes. I wish I had been better at protecting you all. You're not. I'm not saying this about you. I'm trying to talk about me. It's okay to be dependent on your friends sometimes. That's not what I'm saying. Wow, our communication styles are just so different. I feel like I'm constantly putting my foot in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand. Why is it so hard for you to accept help from us? Maybe I'm not explaining it well either. Can we table this for now and talk about it another time? Of course. We spent the rest of our time chatting about her projects. She explains to me that a sawhorse is not just a horse covered in saws. I do. I should get back to it. Feel free to visit me again sometime. I will. Finally, time for bed. I eat some midnight snacks before bed, which Alistair scolds me for, but my tummy says it's worth it. Alistair jumps on my stomach to wake me up, demanding food. Alright. After the debacle with Annalie on launch day, we arrived at the store today to some extensive notes on how to sell the Sentimentality makeup line. I would love to have a horse covered in saws. Imagine that, huh? It's pretty textbook overbearing corporate speak, but Lise has been reading it like she's studying for an exam. Tease her, encourage her, reassure her. Lise, these are just talking points. You can riff on them. It's okay. But what if this scary pretty lady comes and yells at me again? She's not here. She won't know. Something about her. I think she's always watching. A chill runs down my spine. She was pretty intimidating. I look around for secret cameras, but don't see any. I think we'll be okay. Well then, the next customers who come to the store are going to get the full Lee's Merit to Know Glamour Pop approved sales pitch. The door opens and chimes, signaling that said customers have arrived. Oh hi, it's KJ and Miranda coming to visit me at the store. Lise marches right toward them, before I can stop her. Hey Lise, maybe the next customers are okay. Hello valued shoppers, welcome to Glamour Pop. May I have a moment of your time to speak to you today about a product that will bring some magic back into your daily beauty routine? Wow, she really did memorize it. Lise finally looks up from her notes and takes in Miranda and KJ. Miranda smiles warmly at her, while KJ appears to be identifying all the nearby exits. Not that you aren't already beautiful or powerful. That's a really nice tat you have on, and your tattoos are so cool. Now you ask for the customer's name. Hi, what are your names? Miranda giggles a little at Lise's unabashed enthusiasm. That's my work watch charm. Even KJ seems to be warmed by it. KJ. And Miranda, what's your name? I'll be your sentinel to whisk you into your perfect makeup match. Her name is Lise. Don't interrupt. You're already good at talking to customers. They are mine. She clears her throat and turns back to her captive audience. KJ shrugs their shoulders at me. Yeah, back off, Goobs. I wouldn't mind a little concealer. I've been working a ton and it'd help with the bags under my eyes. I have some right here that will be perfect for you. Lise whips out the concealer and puts it in Miranda's hand. On the contacts, Lise freezes, blushing. She won't take away from her hand. Lise? Her hands are so strong and nice. I'm a woodworker. That's amazing! I have to forcefully remove Lise from Miranda. Then she turns back to KJ. And what may I offer you? eyeshadow, lip gloss, glitter spray? Please hold to the glitter spray. But hey, maybe I could use a little something for an upcoming gig. You have a band? Our stuff is probably not your style. A musician? Wow! You do a test to find the perfect match for your skin tone. No, give me the palest you've got. The sheet says I should match your skin tone. Fuck the rules. We can look however we want. Lise gets suddenly very excited. It's like you care about how you look and also do not care, and that makes you very cool. We can do whatever we want. Who needs to look like a dumb magical girl anyway? Fuck yeah. Other customers are starting to stare. I've never seen Lise or KJ this riled up before, but together, seems they bring it out in each other. Join in the antics. Damn the man! KJ, Lise, and I jump up and down, yelling excitedly. A few customers sneak out the front door with worried looks. Thank you for shopping with us. Are you all done now? We all stop jumping and catch our breath. KJ turns back to Lise. I want a look that's totally off the wall. Like, have you heard of Kiss? Oh, well I can certainly make you even more kissable. Actually, I want to look repulsive, monstrous. Give me all the weirdest products in the line. Coming right up! Lise rushes to the back room with the speed of a gazelle. She's a trip. I like her. Me too. She's the best. Lise returns with a myriad of samples for both KJ and Miranda, then looks at me, and finally realizes, oh my gosh, you all know each other and I just went on, and I'm so sorry, bye! Lise, it's okay, wait. And she's gone. KJ looks at the samples with a grimace. Our legacy, powdered nonsense, in cheap plastic pink cases. Fitting. I can't believe Ada didn't tell us. We all moved on in our own ways. We've all been dealing with moving forward in our own ways. This is Ada's way, I guess. If only we could all profit from our coping mechanisms. She's doing it for charity, at least. The three of us awkwardly stand quietly for a while. Do you want to try on these samples? That'd be nice. Why not? I lead them to the demonstration section with the mirror. While Miranda tries on the concealer, KJ gives themselves a look that reminds me of Brandon Lee in the movie The Crow. It rocks. Miranda and KJ were always the quiet, dependable ones. Ada or Jackie were there to keep the conversation going. But I actually don't mind their absence today. It lets KJ and Miranda open up a little. Miranda tells us some more about her work in the woodshop. Some of her pieces can be found around town. I'll have to look for them. KJ tells stories of the funniest tattoos people have asked him to do. Lise covers for me at the register so we aren't interrupted. But I probably shouldn't leave her for the whole shift. Any update on the magical mystery front? I checked up on some of our nasty ex-enemies. Did you know that Dr. Mustachio retired and opened a bakery? He makes a gnarly cream puff. We had a nice chat about how magic was a real negative force in our lives. Nice guy. Things seem to be quiet on my end, too. I talked to the scientist who helped us fight the dude with the magic mech suit. He hasn't seen anything weird with magic. Got it. Thanks for checking. And thanks for stopping by. I should probably get back to it before my manager sees. It was nice to see where you work. Don't let the capitalist overlords get you down, princess. Tell you what, I'll buy a few of these just to keep the man off your back. We're valued customers of your fine establishment. Those are samples. You can just take them. The actual makeup line doesn't go on sale until New Year's Eve. Then we'll have to become repeat customers. This concealer is nice. Maybe then my supervisor will stop telling me I need to take a fewer shifts because I look tired. Thanks, you two. See you later, Goobs. Later. Time to get back to work. Time for work. If I have to listen to the manager talk about us being a family one more time... Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? Hey, sweetheart. How's it going? I'm looking for a makeup gift for my girlfriend. She's real mad at me right now. Makeup gift? Well, you're definitely in the right place. No, like making up, like after a fight. Oh, gotcha. What kind of makeup would make a good makeup gift? Red lipstick? Concealer? Just get a gift card? Red lipstick? This lipstick is the color of roses. Pretty romantic, no? Oh man, lipstick's the whole reason she's mad at me right now. She found smudges on my t-shirt. Sounds like a personal problem? Rude. You know what? I'll look elsewhere. I have free time now. Too bad work sucked. I can rally myself to do one thing today, but then I want to go home and rest. Who should I go hang out with now? Oh, KJ's not available. Miranda then. I visit Miranda at the woodshop again, but both of us are feeling exhausted and the room feels a bit stuffy. Miranda suggests going to the park to get some air. It sounds nice. We sit down on the bench. It's an overcast night. Too bad, I was hoping we could see the stars a little bit. Ad break starts in 1 minute. You've been keeping up quite the schedule between our investigations and your work in the wood shop. I don't mind keeping busy, but I am feeling it lately. Me too. I reach into my bag and pull out some trail mix that Lee's made. He leaves it in the staff break room for anyone to take. I take a lot. Trail mix? For energy? That sounds good. We crunch on our snack and I think about how to bring up what I want to say. Sometimes I'm not sure how to approach our conversations. When you leave some things unsaid, I just have to react or guess what you're getting at, but I feel like I mess up. It's been like that since we were the Sentinels. I hate the feeling that you think I don't care but your voice matters. I really do. Okay. Page 2, 3. This page. Okay. I think the ad break starts soon, so I'll be right back.
Hello. It's been that way. It's been like that. Huh? It's been like that way since we were the Sentinels.
I hate the feeling that you think I don't care but your voice matters. I really do. But I want to know how I can be better at helping you feel open with me. This has been on my mind too. It can be hard for me to be direct right after being asked a question. And if I'm working on with my hands or something, I'm not ignoring you. It's because it helps me gather my thoughts. That's good to know. Sometimes I know what I'm feeling, but I don't have the words formed for it yet. Do you feel like you're more formed now? I think so. Miranda, would you feel comfortable if we continued our conversation from the other day? Can I ask you a question first?
Of course.
What do you feel about your magic?
It connects me to the legacy of magical girls. My magic is part of my lineage from Serentia. My duty and my destiny was to use it as a magical girl.
So magic is just about being a magical girl?
Not just that, it connects me to my heritage, the history of my people and all the other magical girls.
I can tell something about my answer has rubbed through Miranda the wrong way.
Hey, just because you might not agree doesn't mean I don't want to hear what it means to you. You brought up the subject after all.
That's fair. I've been thinking about my magic a lot lately. It hasn't always felt like it was mine, just a tool to use as a magical girl.
A tool?
Like it doesn't belong to me.
Then who would it belong to?
Nova.
Ah! I wait patiently. I can see she's trying to form her thoughts. And I don't want to interrupt. I want to show her she's worth waiting for.
When I use my magic, it's like it was using me instead. Trying to control it was like trying to hold on to a handful of sand. It just ran through my fingers. Sentinel Nova could use it, like instinct. But Miranda? It feels like it happens when I don't intend it to, or sometimes won't come out when I need it. And I don't know what that means. Where does magic fit into my life now?
You keep talking about Sentinel Nova like it wasn't you?
That's how it felt. All that frill and girliness. It was a performance. It didn't feel like me. I kind of dissociated from Sentinel Nova, like a costume I put on and took off. It was a big relief when I got to take off the costume for good. It took a big toll on me to have to pretend like that. I'm much more self-assured about who I am now, except the magic feels so connected with Sentinel Nova. I think that's why it's been hard to see the magic is still my own.
I nod to show I'm listening and understanding. I sit with what she said. I never knew this side of her. I'm really glad you felt like you could share that with me. I wish I knew what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I'm just glad to feel heard.
But I do have my thoughts. Just not the words yet.
Now you know how you feel all the time.
She says it warmly. I try to gather my thoughts when the clouds part and the stars peek out, twinkling at us. I look at Miranda and she smiles. That's right, her powers come from the stuff of stars. When she needed to recharge, she would sit under the night sky and let their light within her. I can tell even now that she's feeling more energized. She starts to softly glow. It's incredibly beautiful. She's incredibly beautiful. This is her light coming from her. Look at yourself.
What?
You're glowing.
This always happens at night.
That's what I mean, Miranda. Your glow, your magic. It's a part of you, not Sentinel Nova. You. Being a magical girl and having magic don't have to be the same thing. Miranda's eyes fill with hope. I think that's why our powers don't go away when we retire. We have to choose to pass them on with the rings if we want to. Otherwise, they're ours for life. Well, except for what's going on now.
Do you think magic is really disappearing? I can feel my powers weakening a little. Do you think it'll be gone soon?
Will you miss it? If your magic goes away?
I think I would. After trying to work without my magic lately, I realized it's pretty second nature for it to follow through me.
Miranda is quiet for a little while, staring up at the stars.
I don't think I want it to go away. But I want to find a way for it to feel more like mine.
I believe in you. It's your power. You should claim it however you want.
Thank you, Goobs. Our talks are really helping me organize my thoughts on this. I want to do something to thank you, make something for you, and I want to do it purposefully using the magic I have, especially if it might not be here forever. Would you let me make you something?
Of course!
What would you like?
A treasure box. Like you showed me when I first visited the workshop. It was gorgeous.
I think I still have the pieces for that. I'm glad you liked it.
He looks at me warmly.
I'm going to head back. I'm sort of excited to start working on it.
I'll walk with you. I walk Miranda back to the workshop, but I can tell her head is already in her next project. I'm flattered she wants to make something for me. I can't wait to see what it is.
Finally, time for bed. I stay up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. Which love interest will Minako choose? I climb out of bed, dreading the work day ahead. It's freezing this morning. And is that snow? I haven't seen snowfall in years. Alistair prods my leg sleepily. Meow. I still can't understand him, but somehow I think this is cat talk for go back to bed. Alright, it's Christmas. I don't have anything special planned, so I spend the entire day watching terrible Christmas movies with Alistair. The hours fly by. Suddenly, I hear a knock at the door. Huh? Who could it be? Maybe Santa has come to visit you after all, Alistair. Alistair looks excited for a second, but plays it off. Right, I forgot I broke the news about Santa a few years ago to him. I run over to the front door and open it to see... Solaire. Merry Crit. I close the door. Sorry, Gibbs is not feeling well today. Open up! It's an emergency! Ugh. Merry Christmas! Right, thanks, Solaire. Merry Christmas. Oh, you're very lucky. Santa Blaze is here to give one very special girl a very special gift. Solaire pulls a rectangular gift box out of his jacket. Behold! Now, I'm sure you're wondering what's inside, but Solaire drones on about what's inside the box, but I already know what it is. It's a bunch of soul cards. I would know because that's the only thing he ever gave me when we dated. I decided to cut him off now. He's practically yelling now, and I don't want any noise complaints. Solaire! This is so, appreciated. Can't wait to open it. So thanks for stopping by. You're very welcome, Gibbs. I'm a little sad you haven't invited me in, but I get it. You've always been on the shy side, and I grabbed the box from his hands. Right. Anyways, see you later. God damn it. I was hoping someone from the Sentinels would be at my door. I guess I haven't done a great job of reconnecting with them. I open up the box, and inevitably there's a card inside. It appears to be custom made. It's me, Princess Sentinel Starlight, painted sloppily with markers and acrylic paint. It's actually kind of sweet. Maybe there's something to be said for Solaire sometimes. I go to read the description and it says Solaire Blaze's ultimate sidekick. I throw the card in the garbage and move on with my day. Aw, it's already time for bed. Well, the time off work was nice while it lasted. No, shut up, alarm! Let me sleep 10 more minutes. Another glorious day in work purgatory. We just can't seem to get a breakthrough with figuring out what's happening with our magic or Alistair. But capitalism calls and I must answer. Sigh. I get settled in behind the cash register when I notice Ada coming. Ada, what are you doing here? Another day, another photo shoot for the design. Oh, thought maybe you'd be here to come see me. That's just a perk of the job. Dang. We hear a strange noise coming from the back room, then an awful mourning sound. This is definitely creepy. What the hell is that? Is there a dying animal in there? I have no idea. No one should be back there right now. Well, what are you waiting for? Go see what it is. Just going together. How about some teamwork here? Must I do everything? Do you not know what teamwork means? We approach the door together. It says staff only in big letters. The strange moaning is getting louder. What are we going to find? With a nod, we both grab the door, throw it open, and find... Please. Sitting on the floor, surrounded by sample packs of the sentimentality line, her pockets are stuffed. It looks odd. Her shoulders are slumped in exhaustion, but there's a wild desperation in her eyes. Oh, Goobs, I didn't expect you yet. What are you doing in here? There's some organizing. Looks like you've completely undone any organization there might have been. Lise turns to Anna, finally noticing her presence. And, is that the celebrity retired magical girl who's peddling her fame for a makeup brand ostensibly for charity? Probably more aptly about a deep sense of purposelessness in her life, so she craves attention and validation? What? The fuck? Lise! Ada looks like she might throw Lise through the store's display windows. What is going on with you? Are you okay? Is she okay? I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. It makes me cranky and say things I shouldn't. Lise pulls me aside and tries to whisper. You should be careful around her. Magical girls. I don't think they care what happens to us regular people sometimes. And she seems scary. Lise, this isn't like you. Oops, could you cover for me today? I think I need to do something by myself for a while. Bye! Lise, you weren't even... Lise rushes out of the store. On the schedule for today. What was that all about? I don't really know. She's never like this. I'm calling a team meeting once I'm done with the photo shoot. You better be there. I will. Ada heads off to find a photographer and their crew. I stand dumbfounded. Everything keeps getting stranger and stranger. but I don't have a lot of time to think about it. A customer comes in demanding to see the sentimentality line. Time for work. I wonder what Lise is up to. Hey, welcome to Glamour Pop. Is everything okay? I've been in that office my whole life. I've wasted my life away in sales. Trapped in that awful cubicle. I wish I was a magical girl instead. The customer seems awfully down. Sentimentality sample, Sentinel Soul's palette. This eyeshadow sample from Sentimentality shines just like the sun. Whoa, that perked them up. Those colors are just like the sun, like my days off on the beach. Give it to me now. Okay, alright, no need to get aggressive. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I hang out with now? I guess Miranda, because KJ's unavailable? I call Miranda up to see if she's free. She said she wants to meet at the park again. When I arrive, she's already sitting on the same bench. Gibbs, come sit down. She looks nervous. I sit as I'm told and wait. Miranda pulls something out of her bag. It's wrapped up in a cloth. She hands it to me, and it's heavier than it looks. I unwrap it. It's the treasure box that she was working on the first time I visited her at the wood shop, but she's changed it. The iridescent stones have all been imbued with her magical glow. As I turn the box in my hands, it sparkles and shines even brighter than before. Miranda, this is so unlike anything I've ever been given. Thank you. I would never have completed it without you. Thank you for giving me the confidence to go back to this piece. Miranda's brow furrows as she looks at the gift again. She reaches for it. Pull it back. What are you doing? There's a little nick. Let me take it and I can fix it. No take-backsies. Oops, come on. Unhand my present. But it's not perfect. Tell her you like its imperfections. I like that it's imperfect. It shows that it was handmade. No one in the world would have the same exact one as me. It makes me feel special. Miranda stops reaching to take it back. Well, if that's the way you feel about it. It is. A gift is invaluable only if it's perfect. But I see her struggling to say something, but this time I know what she needs to hear. Or at least what I need her to hear. I'm seeing it now. You're working so hard, wanting so badly to make something that lasts. Your obsession with perfection. Miranda, you aren't only as valuable as the things you make for people. Miranda's eyes go wide. Your worth isn't defined by your productivity or the durability of what you create. Things will break and fall apart, no matter how perfectly you craft it. Your gift isn't that you're all wonderful at creating objects, though you have immense talent for that. It's your gift for creating feelings in people. And this gift, it makes me feel incredible joy. I will remember that, even if it has a nick on it. Even if it falls apart before I do one day. Are those tears in our eyes? Oh god, they're making her cry. I didn't want to upset her. I always say the wrong thing. I'm so sorry if I overstepped or misunderstood again. Thank you. Miranda wipes her eyes and smiles. I think that's exactly what I needed to hear. My magic was always so ephemeral. It felt fickle, but I think I see what you mean now. We're interrupted by the sound of laughter nearby. A couple sits on a nearby bench, clearly in throes of an excellent first day. Yeah! She's saying the right things this time. Miranda smiles to herself. She lifts up her hand. What is she about to do? I look up to the sky as a star materializes from a section of this darkness. It gets brighter and brighter. Then it shoots across the night sky. She's made a shooting star. I hear the couple gasp as they look up in awe. They look at each other like it's a sign. They kiss. Miranda looks pleased with herself. I fold my hands under my chin and look at her mischievously. So, what are you going to conjure up for me? Oh, well, 2 spontaneous shooting stars in less than a minute might look suspicious. Miranda? I'm joking with you, pal. Oh, of course. Although... What? Is there someone you would want to conjure a shooting star for? Perhaps someone we both know with a green thumb and appreciation for strong hands? Miranda pulls her hat down over her face. It's okay. I won't make you answer that. Yet. The couple nearby start making out intensely. We take it as a sign to give them some space. Miranda walks me home, explaining to me the finer details of how she created my gift. She's so dedicated and awesome. At my door, I stop her. I'm really glad we've gotten to spend this time together. I know I don't always have the right thing to say, but... I want to keep being friends too, Goobs. Phew! I'm glad we finally understand each other. I give her a big hug, and we promise to make our hangs a regular thing. She even promises that if I'm really careful, I can use one of the tools. One with a safety edge. But hey, anything to spend more time with her. When I arrive at the mall, I see the sentinels hanging around near the escalator. Ada is in the middle of telling the group something, waving her arms around with a conspiratorial look. Looks like she's wearing her in public disguise again.
I've been watching this person for the past few days, and I think I found who we were looking for. It's Lise.
Ada, what are you saying? My work wife?
You saw how weird she was acting this morning? Do you really think that she's not suspicious? Come on, even you aren't that dense.
There's no way, but she's always that weird. It's her charming quality. I've known Lise a lot longer than you have. I think I would have noticed if she's an evil villain. My work wife would never betray me like that.
That might be part of her plan. What if she knows you were the leader of the Sentinels and she wanted to gain your trust so you wouldn't suspect her? Remember the Dark Moon Sirens? They took one look at Jackie and she couldn't do anything but stare at them.
So pretty. Although I'm not sure if they actually did something to Jackie or if she's just easily distracted.
What if Lise is trying to manipulate you too? Anyone that cute must be suspicious.
She is cute. At least I've heard as much. Right, Miranda? You can't suspect someone's based solely on how cute they are.
That's obviously not the only reason. Oops and I are the ones whose magic is being affected the most, and we've been around Lise at the store more than anyone else. I don't think that's coincidence. Plus, I've overheard her saying how much she doesn't like me in particular.
So she could be targeting me now after Goobs. Is that what this is really about? Someone disliking you doesn't make them evil. Get over yourself.
Fuck you, that has nothing to do with it.
Uh-huh, are you sure about that? Hey, let's focus. We aren't going to get anywhere if we argue. Ada and KJ both grumble a fine and settle for glaring at each other.
Anyways, until someone has another lead, I think we should investigate Lise.
Agree to investigate. I agree. Let's watch Lise and see if she does anything weird. More weird than normal. Bad weird, not good weird.
Great, let's plan out a way to catch her off guard. I'm glad that you're taking it seriously. Thank you.
Hold on, I'm not so sure I agree with this. Lise was fine with Miranda and I visited. She might not hold up to your definition of acceptable behavior, but I saw no dastardly deed or attempt at manipulation when we were there.
KJ, can't you just go with the flow sometimes?
Can't you keep a more open mind? Ada and KJ start arguing again. Goobs, help. They never stop. I got that. I think it's okay. Sometimes love can blossom on the battlefield. I appreciate the optimism, Jackie, but I don't think that'll happen. Oh, really? I'll put $5 on it. Deal. I wonder if I should have put my hand in. We give them a minute, but eventually Jackie cuts in. I'm not so sure it's this Lise everybody's talking about. But if we have a lead, why not follow it?
I can do the investigation since I'm the one who brought it up.
No offense, but I think maybe someone more level-headed should go. You might have some bias that accidentally comes through. And that includes you too, KJ. Fair enough. I'll tag along. If anything goes awry, I'll protect you, Goobs.
Wow, that sounds fine to me. You haven't even met Lise yet. I think I should take someone else along who recognizes her mannerisms a bit better. Someone more observant. What about you, Miranda? You and I can do it together.
Me? Will I?
Fine, whatever. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it, Goobs. We spent some time making a plan for investigating Lise. Hopefully this gives us the answers we need. Finally, time for bed. I stay awake for a while with the usual 20-something's existential dread, but I eventually fall asleep. Alistair jumps on my stomach to wake me up demanding food. Alright. Miranda and I caught up with Lise just as she left her house this morning. She has her camcorder with her and a bag full of stuff. We stayed far back and follow her as she makes her way a couple of blocks from her place to the park. Miranda and I jump behind a tree to observe. What could she be doing here? So far, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm keeping an eye on what's in that bag. Miranda is right, because Lise has plopped herself down amongst the trees and unbuttons her bag. Out of it spills tons of sentimentality line makeup. That's a lot of makeup. Typical. I make one friend outside of all the magical craziness, and she turns out to be a vain villainess. We don't know that yet. We have to see what she does with it. Wait, what is she doing with it? Lise dons the makeup in her way. It's all over her face like a kid playing dress-up imagination. Trust me, this is not yet out of the ordinary. Oh, well, it's kind of cute. She's always marched to the beat of her own drum. I like that about her. But what she's been saying lately about magical girls. Has she ever told you why she feels that way? Huh, she hasn't. Maybe there's something she's experienced that you don't know about. It can be hard to talk about the pains of our past sometimes. I don't exactly look back all rosy on our fighting days. But I'm not turning evil all of a sudden.
You're right. Let's give her a chance.
To do whatever it is she's doing? Lise has her camcorder out and seems to be directing some pigeons about their stage blocking. She's laughing, covered in makeup, filming pigeons. It's just odd. Should we just keep watching or confront her? Keep observing. We should wait. This could just be a smokescreen. It's a very elaborate and effective smokescreen then. We hang back trying to see if there's more to it. Suddenly, Lise whips around with her camera to catch a pigeon in midair. She spots us. Oops.
Oops? And Miranda, was it? What are you doing here? Do you want to be in my documentary?
Lise, what's going on here?
Well, I couldn't find real eagles, so I was doing a recreation scene for the climax.
Lisa's energy burns with passion, but her eyes are a bit wild. Lise, you're just making a movie?
I used to make them all the time when I was a kid. I had to pretend I had a camera, and I played every animal in the documentary host, but it was great. It was the happiest time in my life.
Well, she's not vying for world domination, but this is still extraordinary. I bend down toward the sentimentality makeup. Why do you need all this makeup?
Don't touch that. I need it. I use it to turn myself into the animals.
Miranda leans close to Lise. I like what you did with your makeup. Lise calms down. She smiles widely at Miranda.
Really?
It's creative and cool. I did stuff like that when I was a little too.
You did? I really miss those days. I was happy, carefree, running around in the state park where I grew up, learning all about ecology and animal biology from my parents. I keep remembering those days and wanting them back. And I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being me. I'm so tired of worrying about the future. I just want to feel light and silly again.
Tears start to stream down Lisa's face. Oh, jeez.
I don't know how to explain. No, it's probably dumb.
No, it's not. It's just not dumb at all. Really, it's like, I know how that feels, Lise. And I'm not always so good at talking about it either. Hug Lise. I take Lise into a hug. Miranda joins too. Together we let her sob out her feelings. It's a long, quiet moment, but I think she needed it. I think we all needed it. When we separate, Lise is calmer. We all feel a little bit better. Miranda pulls me aside. I think we can definitively roll Lise out. We'll tell the others at the hideout later. But I think for now, you should walk Lise home and make sure she's okay. That's a good idea. Lise, let me walk you home.
Thank you, I'd like that.
I walk with Lise back to her apartment, where she's greeted excitedly by Mimi and Bobo, her sweet little kitties. I know they'll take good care of her for now. I promise to check in on her soon. As I leave, I know we've answered one question, but now so many more are popping up. Is this connected to magic going away? To the customers at the store acting weird? And who is behind all this? I feel more than ever that we can't leave this alone. I want to protect Lise, my team, and everyone. Because my gut is telling me that the worst hasn't happened yet. Time for work. If I had to listen to the manager talk about us being a family one more time. Welcome to Glimmer Pop. I'm a bit tired today. Oh, is everything alright? I'm unlovable. I'll never recover from this divorce. Whoa, ma'am. What's going on? I threw my diamond ring in the trash. It's really over this time. What is she here for? She's bawling. Is there anything I can do? Sentimentality sample glitter compact. Hey, check out this new glitter sample from Sentimentality. It shimmers like diamonds, doesn't it? Oh, it does. It's just like when my husband first proposed. Give it to me. I'll pay any price for that. Her expression went twisted there for a moment. Sure. I hope it helps. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I hang out with now? KJ. It's KJ's big night. I rush home to get ready. Alistair watches in judgment as I desperately assemble an outfit for a heavy metal concert. Alistair, what do people even wear to these things? Do I own any black clothes? I model my final 3 outfits for him, and he's unimpressed with all of them. Well, some help you are. I decide to simply embrace who I am and pick out something colorful. I'm sure that's what KJ would want anyway. I get the vibe that's what Alistair was trying to suggest too. After wasting a bunch of time on my outfits, I'm running late. I race outside my apartment building and leap onto the bus as the doors close. I then take the time to fuss over my makeup as the bus leans and bumps across the city. I try to go for something a little dark and daring since I won't know anyone else there but KJ. Why not experiment? I finally arrive, and wow, this place is full of weirdos. The venue is a sea of black t-shirts, torn denim, piercings, and tattoos. Ah, the smell! It smells like a locker room in here. I can't breathe. I order a beer at the bar and hang around people watching, waiting for the bands to start. The others look kind of intimidating at first, but after a few minutes observing, I realize they seem pretty friendly. Over the blaring music, I can just about hear joyful chatter and laughter. I think back to Jackie calling me one of her weirdos, and I must see how some of these people feel about each other. I'm suddenly very self-conscious of my lone twinkling star in a vast black sky. Well, at least KJ will know I showed up. Suddenly the stage lights beam bright, and an announcer warms up the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the legendary Newcomers Night at the Crowbar! The crowd cheers and claps. It's kind of sweet. They're being so friendly to new artists. I hope you all had a wholesome, cozy, family-friendly Christmas, but Christmas is over, so let's make some noise! The crowd goes wild. The first band up tonight is from our very own Diamond Cove. Give it up for the debut performance of the Hellcats! The crowd applaud and cheer in support as 5 musicians walk on stage to get ready. I spot KJ. Whoa, they went all out on their look for tonight. I'm so excited. Make some noise! I scream at the top of my lungs. That's my weirdo! Kill it, KJ! KJ looks up from their bass guitar and peers into the crowd. They spot me and smile. Or, is that a blush? Some people in the crowd clock that we know each other and laugh. I think that was a good laugh, right? The band finishes their setup and the singer leans into the microphone. Never mind the bollocks, we're the Hellcats! This first one's called Burn Away! The band begins playing and my entire body is assaulted by a wall of sound. Crashing guitars, pounding drums, crashing cymbals, pitch screaming. I forgot my earplugs at home. KJ was trying to warn me. This is awesome! I put my hands in the air and go wild. The intensity of the music blows away all my inhibitions. I feel so alive right now. I gotta agree with KJ, this is speaking to me on a totally different level than pop music. When the first song is over, I give my best screech owl hoot in approval. My drifting thoughts are interrupted by another wall of sound, and I regret not having my healing power so into whatever damage is being done to my hearing. This time it seems I'm not alone in my suffering. A minute or so into the song, I start to notice the crowd around me losing interest in the performance. Wait, is this not what normal heavy metal music sounds like? I literally have no idea. KJ's really going at it, like really going berserk on stage. Are they feeling okay? I don't even think they're keeping to a beat anymore. The rest of the Hellcats look back at KJ in a mixture of frustration and concern. They try to keep the song going, but KJ's frenzied bass playing is throwing the whole band off rhythm. The crowd starts to boo and jeer. Many more stand in awkward silence. Fine, fuck you then! In a fit of rage, KJ smashes their bass guitar to pieces on the stage floor. They take a moment to wipe up some tears and regain their cool. They then walk right up to the edge of the stage and lock eyes with me. Princess, we're leaving. Let's go. A stunned silence follows, and every single person in the room turns to glare at me. What the heck did I do? I was just watching. Hi, Patrick. How you doing? KJ storms away backstage, brushing off any attempts the bandmates make to help. I get the sense this may not be the first time this happened. I make my way outside, avoiding eye contact with everybody. I find KJ's motorbike and wait for them there. What the heck took over them? I've never seen KJ that angry before. I really hope it wasn't anything I said or did. KJ arrives a few minutes later, looking totally defeated. They didn't even take off their stage makeup. You're doing great, you're just upset you're late? That's alright. The stream will be ending in about 48 minutes, so. But I'm still streaming tomorrow, Silk Song. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna do tomorrow for Silk Song. I have a whole list of things to do. KJ arrives a few minutes later, looking totally defeated. They didn't even take off their stage makeup. Did I say something? Hey. Hey. They let out a long sigh. That was not cool of me. I'm sorry for how tonight turned out. Thanks for coming all the way out here for me. Let me give you a ride home? Sure, but do you want to talk about what happened? Thanks, but the ride will give me time to think about before we talk. I did my best thinking on my bike. Mind if I take the scenic route home? Sure, if that'll help. Yeah, I would. Thanks, Goobs. We saddle up, and KJ takes me on a long nighttime ride around Diamond Cove. The waterfront is strikingly beautiful at night. The pale moon rests high above a calm ink-black ocean, and the golden lights of the city glitter like stars in the water. The scenery is enough to distract me for a while, a diversion from what I'd witnessed back on the stage, and what kind of conversation could be waiting on the other end of this late-night ride. I hold on to KJ tighter to protect myself in the cold December air. I wonder what's going on under their helmets. For all I know, they're crying their heart out, but I can't tell. After about a half hour, we whirl up outside my building. KJ takes off their helmet and seems to be in a better mood. I kinda like being your personal chauffeur. I'm sorry it's so cold out. Mind if we go inside and have that talk? I'll put on some coffee. I had a beer only about an hour ago. What could go wrong? Oh, you don't have to do that for me. I want to have the energy to listen to what you have to say, and that long ride home made me a little sleepy. Okay, princess. Lead the way. It's pretty late, so we try to stay as quiet as we can. My roommate is the worst when they're tired and cranky. Cozy little place you got here. Thanks, it's kind of crappy, but it's mine. We head to my room and sit on the bed together. Alistair is sleeping away in the corner, so we keep the lights off. Yeah, I can say kind of crappy, but it's mine. About a lot of things right now. Tonight's performance, for example.
Tickled off Patrick just redeemed posture
Thank
check.
you for redeeming posture check. Yeah, about that. We've been rehearsing for weeks, and right at the most important moment, I totally lost it. With everyone watching, too. What were you thinking when I lost it on stage? I'm not gonna lie, KJ, you scared me with how angry you were. I'm so sorry, Goobs. I really don't know what came over me. I don't know if I'm the one you should be saying sorry to. Fuck, you're right. But I also want to apologize to you, too. I made it about you by yelling that we were leaving. Has this happened before? Only at the last rehearsal, but it was much worse this time. For some reason, I started picturing my dad saying how disappointed he is in me, and poor Young looking down on me no matter what I do. And then I pictured you and how... Oops, I would never hurt you. I know that sounds like empty words, but for real, please believe me. That anger was it was all for me. That fuck you was for me, for my stage fright. And you were there watching, and I was so ashamed. And it built and built, and then I had a total meltdown, and now I've got to pick up the pieces. Like, have you ever felt you were finally getting on top of things, but then out of nowhere it all breaks? And you can't figure out why? And you look like a stupid little child? Oh, for real. Sorry, I meant that as a rhetorical question. I'm not done talking yet. Sorry, zipping it. Was that rude? Am I speaking out of turn? Shit. Sorry, thanks for being patient with me. Anyway, I was so excited to see you, princess. When we all met up again at the park, I mean. I had to play it cool. And then again tonight. I've always... Shit, I can't say it. Fuck, what is with me lately? I'm all tangled up in knots. KJ's eyes fill with tears again. Behind that intimidating mask of makeup and all the tough attitude, I recognize the ghost of a shy and awkward person I used to know. They sit for a moment, breathing slowly and composing their thoughts. Goobs, do you know why I call you princess all the time? Hold KJ's hand. I took my vow of silence and I'm sticking with it. I grasp KJ's hand in both of mine and give them a little smile. They stare deep into my eyes for a moment and I see a sparkle of joy behind the tears. Yeah, it's something like that. I really like you, Goobs. I always have. Like, since we first met. Do you think everyone else figured it out? Oh god, I can only imagine how much Bouillon was a bitch about it behind my back. Why did nobody tell me they knew? Focus, KJ. You're right. I'm sorry. God, I'm really an open wound tonight. They draw a deep breath. Like, it's okay if you don't feel the same way about me. I've been at peace with that for years now. Like, I did all these changes for me first. Authentic self and all that. We only have one life after all. But when you gave me that call to come to the park, I don't know what happened. But all I could think about was how you were going to react to me riding up on my motorbike.
Patrick just redeemed yeehaw. Tickled off Patrick just redeemed autism creature.
This is giving me a little time to drink some water.
Tickled off Patrick just redeemed clown nose.
Thank you. So Goobs, what do you think? About you? They slide a little closer to me and give me a longing look. Yeah, do you like me? The real me? It's KJ. Without hesitation, I swing in and smooch that ridiculous clown face. After a moment of stunned surprise, they wrap an arm around my waist and their free hand formally pulls me in closer. Is this right? I'm not sure. It is nice, though. I can always text them and apologize in the morning. All three this time. I had enough and thought, why not? Yeah! KJ suddenly leaps to their feet. I should get going. You probably have work tomorrow. Maybe KJ just realized how weird this is, too. You got my makeup all over you. Totally worth it. I think? But, thanks, Goops, for listening. I'm really grateful you were here for me at my absolute worst. This has got to be in the top 10 weirdest days ever. I walk KJ downstairs and watch as they warm up their motorbike and ride away into the cold night. Every time I think I finally understand KJ, they find new ways to surprise me. Woo! Today was a lot. I kick off my shoes and give Alistair a half-hearted wave. Between looking into leads and work being off, I deserve a moment to chill. Isn't that right, Alistair? Meow! Yeah, I miss when you were able to talk. Alistair was pawing at my television set. TV, huh? Thought you'd be meowing for dinner first. Trying to catch a cartoonami lineup? Meow! Alistair looks excited for a second, but shakes his head. Really? Too bad. We were getting into that cowboy boop bop anime. Alistair is squinting at me. I fish the remote out of my bed sheets and flip on the TV. Alistair jumps up beside me and pushes his paw into the remote. He's trying to change channels, but his motor skills need some work. It's adorable seeing him so determined. Channels flip by slowly until DCTV5 news pops up on the screen. You want to watch the news? It's a special program about former magical girl squads. For decades, communities across the world have owed their peaceful lives to the work of enigmatic magical girls. The residents of Diamond Cove fondly remember the service our now retired sentinels put into achieving peace. Alistair looks totally engrossed in the program. I guess it's nice to feel appreciated.
Jazz Adele Games just redeemed Hydrate.
Thank you, Jazz, for the hydrate. Today we'll look back on some exceptional magical predecessors who worked hard to keep the world safe. Petal Princesses, Fruit Fatale, and solo star, Sweetie Honey. The program joins on about Petal Princesses, a trio of floral magical girls with purifying powers. Wanted together, they worked to put a stop to a magically enhanced automotive company that was responsible for drowning their city in smog. Black and white photos of the girls smiling towards the camera flashed by on the screen. They look proud of their work. The reporter speculates on the group's whereabouts now. It's been 30 years since their last appearance. A climate-conscious group from the 60s is pretty rad. They were totally ahead of their time. I grab a half-eaten box of crackers to snack on while the program continues. Maybe I'm just hungry, but I'm more tired than usual after work. Next up, Fruit Fatale, a bold, colorful group active in the late 70s. Stay tuned to learn more about the group's tragic ends. Alistair is curled up in a ball in my lap. Apparently, Fruit Fatale was led by Strawberry Saudi, a pink-themed magical girl with the ability to float. She was backed by 3 other fruit-themed girls. Muscat Marina boasted ability-enhancing capabilities. According to the program, she paired well with another member named Banana Brie. The 4th member, Avocado Anna, could absorb magical power from the enemy. I'm almost done with my stack of crackers. It's not helping much with the energy levels. Not exactly seeing how the fruit theme is related to their powers. Fruit Fatale were on their way to becoming the best and brightest stars of the 70s. That is, until one fated day. Alistair's ears prick upwards. A picture of Strawberry Saudi is shown, shifting from full color to grayscale. December 31st, 1979, Strawberry Saudi tragically lost her life after an accidental fall. Fruit Fatale was immediately disbanded, and the remaining 3 members have not been spotted in public since. The program continues on, speculating on potential causes of Saudi's accident. Why couldn't she stop her fall with her floating ability? Was she mid-battle with a terrible enemy? There's a queasiness that grows in my stomach as the reporter muses on the dangers of magical girlhood. I think about close calls we had in the past. Some days we celebrated after the fights. We felt like we were on top of the world. Other days we were exhausted and we got hurt. Alistair, can we please change the channel? I'm not feeling this tonight. Meow! Sorry, bud, I'm super tired. I just need to sleep it off. Finally time for bed. I stay awake for a while with the usual 20-something's existential dread, but I eventually fall asleep. No, shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes.
Oh no! I overslept and now I'm late for work. Time for work. If I have to listen to the manager talk about us being a family one more time. Welcome to Glen.
Shut the hell up. Everything's too loud. They're so loud, but I can't hear Ada's voice anymore.
Excuse me?
Her Alvin used to pull me through the day. Now we feel nothing.
Huh?
Well, maybe we have something that can help.
Sentimentality sample, Ada's brush set. This sample set of brushes are shaped like microphones. Aren't they so cute? Look, so cute and pink, just like Ada.
Hello? Just give it to me. I can picture it. Ada singing into these brushes. I can hear her voice again. So give it to me now.
Whoa, they're super pushy now. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with today? Oh, KJ. I want to give KJ another chance to move on from what happened on our last hangout. They must be feeling all mixed up about it, so maybe we should clear the air. But I might also need to ask some tough questions. I'm not sure if kissing them was the right thing to do. I didn't actually text KJ to apologize because, well, I don't even know what I think yet. That scene has been replaying over and over again in my mind. It was really nice, and they seem to enjoy it too, but I can't shake the feeling I may have taken advantage of them in a vulnerable moment. I text KJ and invite them out to the park. It's a little cold out, so I have a flask of hot cocoa from home. I sit for a while looking at the moon above the pond, its glow reflecting in the water. It reminds me of the motorbike ride home in the dead of night, wondering what was going on inside their helmets. I wonder if this new KJ is also a kind of armor, a tough exterior to hide something vulnerable. I want to believe them when they say they're happier this way. The quiet is interrupted by the now familiar sounds of KJ's motorbike.
Hey, Goobs.
No princess? That can't be good. Hey, hi KJ, how are you?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised you wanted to meet up again. You feeling charitable or something?
I just want to hang.
Just sit and be with our thoughts? Not a bad idea. I promise I'll be more level-headed this time. Last time was hella weird. I'm really sorry I put you through that. I've never acted out like that before, and I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry I fucking humiliated both of us in public for a start. The band is gonna be looking for a new bassist. That's probably for the best. I was taking on too much anyway.
Come on, take a seat. I brought cocoa.
Shit, you remembered.
I gambled on some things about you not changing. It's still your favorite, right?
Yeah.
KJ takes a seat beside me and I pour them a mug of cocoa. They take a sip and think for a moment.
Jeez, when was the last time I drank hot cocoa? I think it might have been when the gang was still together. Weren't we fighting Freya the Ice Queen? I think you brought some cocoa along to keep us warm.
An army marches on its stomach.
Yeah, you always did bring snacks, huh?
Do you also remember what happened?
Not really. Jackie punched her real hard and Miranda exploded something?
Before that, there was a cave-in.
Oh god, you're right. Wow, that just unlocked a bunch of memories. It was so dark and claustrophobic. I was terrified we were going to die.
Me too, but we didn't, did we?
Obviously not, unless heaven is really boring.
And?
Sorry, Princess, you've lost me.
KJ, we're only still alive because of you protecting us. Everything we've achieved since couldn't have happened without you.
Jackie's gym?
Oh, Jackie's gym? Gone. Miranda's workshop? Gone. Ada's pop career? Gone. Even though I know you'd prefer that. And that's just one example. There are many other times we'd be dead if we weren't there.
Are you trying to guilt me into keeping my powers? Is that why I'm here?
It's your choice. What I'm saying is that you always were and still are essential to the team. I mean that as Sentinels and as friends. And even if you do give up your powers, I don't want you to give up on us. I'd hate to lose you again, KJ. I know we don't agree on everything. We've all changed in our own ways. Some more than others, of course. But it's hard to ignore how, out of all of us, you're the only one who really wants their powers to disappear. More than anything, I want to understand. Why do you want to give it up?
It's hard to talk about that without going into some other stuff, too. It's like everyone only sees me how they want to see me. I'm right here screaming this is who I am at the top of my lungs, but it's not good enough. Boy Young only ever sees a sad little bubble girl pissing their pants at the first sign of danger. She's allowed to reinvent herself as Ada, but I don't deserve that privilege. My dad wanted his shy little daughter to grow a spine. My dad watched his shy little daughter grow a spine, and he hates it. He says I've been brainwashed by the media, and after the end times I'm gonna burn in hell. Jackie's been a supportive figure to me for so long, I think she's afraid to be anything else. And that goddamn anime ridiculed me every chance it got. They drew my glasses so thick you can't see my eyes. It's like I'm not even a real person, just a tragic clown. KJ sighs and takes a long sip of cocoa. It's a lot to unpack, I know. We have plenty of time, so we can talk about those one by one. Ask about Ada. Okay, I hate to say this, but can we talk about Ada? It's like anytime someone says her name, you flare up. And, like, can I trust you two to work together? I know it's uncool of me to hate on her as much as I do. She really knows how to get under my skin. Well, she is a high-maintenance sellout using our secret identities for personal gain, and... Let me try this from a different angle. You know how Ada wants to be the big sister of the group?
Yeah, I remember Miranda having an issue with that when we first met up again.
I think she's really struggling to let go of that role. Like, I know I used to need a lot of hand-holding back in the day, but I'm better at taking care of myself now.
I don't know, KJ. I've needed to hold your hand quite a lot lately.
I feel like, I don't know, Ada sees that as some kind of threat. Like, that I don't need her that way anymore, so she keeps trying to put me in my place.
I wonder if you should just tell her then, that you do need her.
Wait, what?
Tell her that you need her, but be the bigger person and make the first move.
Make a move to be friends?
Yeah? What else could I mean? Unless... Oh, yikes! Maybe I won't kick that beehive today. I think you need to rebuild that bridge. Otherwise, I think you two are just gonna escalate until one of you crosses a line, and you'll never be able to forgive each other.
Huh, good pep talk, coach.
I have my moments. Okay, so, I don't really know your dad, but what you said sounded really intense.
Yeah, my brothers and I have our hands full with him. He's sure the world is gonna end with Y2K.
Wait, does he know about magic disappearing?
No, it's this thing about the clocks resetting on January 1st. Lots of old computers won't know how to handle it and go haywire, apparently. Banks, aerospace, hospitals, the military, you name it.
Wait, what? That's terrible!
Well, your jets is something the IT industry has known about for years and has been fixing. Everything important will be just fine, probably. For some reason, even though my dad's an IT contractor for the government. He's convinced himself they haven't done enough to prevent disaster. He's been prepping for the apocalypse for about a year now, and it's been difficult to handle. We've tried reasoning with him, even trying to meet him halfway on some stuff. Like, I don't know what parts of the internet he gets his ideas from, but I really wish he'd listen to his own family instead. He's a smart guy, usually quite reasonable, but, well, since Mom passed, he's just been slipping. I think I'd like to talk about something else now, please.
I placed my hand on KJ's. Of course, let me think. So what about Jackie has you concerned exactly?
In the early days, when I realized that being a girl was making me miserable and I needed to change, I didn't really know who to turn to. I was a total mess, crying almost every day. And then kinda out of nowhere, Jackie calls me up, like she has a sixth sense or something. She's been through some similar stuff, so she knows how hard it can be. And, well, from there we were seeing each other about once a week, talking about it all. About my dad, or my future, or whatever. She almost convinced me to join her gym. Maybe I will, someday. Learn some self-defense or something. But anyway, I think I was such a ball of tears and snot for so long that it kind of ruined our friendship.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's like, I can feel a bad vibe or something when we're in the same room. Like she's holding back from me. Probably scared of hurting my sensitive little feelings.
I'm sure if you asked, she might tell you. I think you're probably the two closest people on the whole team.
You think so?
Yeah, it's really obvious from the way you both interact. You really get one another on a deep level.
Oh, I guess that's nice to have confirmed. I do really like her. As a friend! She's my best friend.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the anime really didn't do you justice, huh?
How to phrase this? I was in an online chat the other day and someone was throwing the word pierogi around. Everyone found it hilarious for some reason. So I asked what they meant. Pierogi describes an awkward, unattractive girl who won't leave you alone. So of course I then asked why pierogi. Someone put up a picture from the anime of me. Well, Sentinel Pierogi. But they made it a joke and the show that nobody knows how to pronounce that. And of course, when the writers realized that pierogi means the closest point of two orbiting interstellar objects.
Oh, so that's what it means.
Are you for real? You never knew this whole time?
Do I look like I work for NASA?
No, but, like, did you never wonder? Actually, never mind. Anyway, because of that meaning, they made my character super annoying and clingy. And that's my thanks for defending Earth. Humiliation. I'm a clown. Ada gets to say to the whole world, look at me, I'm the beautiful and talented Sentinel Aura. And her fans love it. They love her. If I was outed as Sentinel Pierogi, that's just the end of my life right there. I'd be laughed at everywhere I go.
We'd all still be your friends, if that helps. I'd ask Jackie to beat up anyone who bullies you.
Feels like high school all over again. Exactly how you want to start your 20s. And then, well, there's you.
What about me?
You're perfect. Like literally a beautiful space princess with superpowers.
Beautiful?
Without you and the rings and the team, I'd probably be working in an office somewhere dying inside. How could I ever compare to that? To you.
Hey Jay, I think you might also be seeing what you want to see. I'm not perfect.
Tickled off Patrick just redeemed yeehaw.
Thank you for redeeming yeehaw. Wow, I'm almost out of water again. I'm not perfect, like at all. I'm actually kind of a mess, to be honest. And I'm flattered, but also now kind of worried how that's made you feel all these years. Is that why you had a meltdown on stage? Because your playing wasn't good enough for your idea of perfect me?
Yeah?
I think you're kind of perfect too.
What? Don't be silly, Goobs. You're just teasing me because I'm a total car crash.
No, I mean it. KJ, back in school, I loved you dearly as a friend and a sentinel. You were gonna have a special place in my heart no matter what happened afterwards. But all these years later, you rock up to the park on your motorbike and just casually start calling me princess. You made one hell of an impression on me. In the years since the team broke up, I've been kind of drifting and unsure what to do with myself. And you're out here turning your whole life upside down to become someone who makes you happy. Not only do I admire it, I'm actually kind of envious, honestly.
You? The Princess Sentinel Starlight jealous of me?
Yeah, KJ. I wish I had half your resolve. What you're doing isn't easy. 99% of us would never try something like it. Your bubbles aren't the only thing that's tough. You are too. You have all this crap going on, and yet you're still trying to be a good friend and make it all work out. And yes, you have moments where you break. We all do. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Except maybe don't break any more guitars in future.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun call with my therapist.
But yeah, you're working your cute butt off to be who you want to be. And it's paying off. You look incredible, and you're much more confident in yourself.
Sorry, say that again?
Oh, that you look incredible?
You know what I meant.
And you must be hearing things. What is it?
I know I got really friendly with you last time and all, and I like that you just complimented my butt, but I put on a big show of my confidence, but I struggle to open up with people physically. Kissing is fine, but anything more is...
You're okay. That doesn't shy me away.
Does it?
Nope. We can take things one step at a time. Interesting to hear you're okay with kissing, though. I'll keep that in mind. We sit together for a little while, enjoying the last of the cocoa and reminiscing on some of the happier moments from our Sentinel's years. KJ seems to be in a much better mood after our talk. It seems as if they finally got a chance to let go of their worries, even if it's only for a little while. I don't want to jinx it, but it feels like I'm finally beginning to understand who KJ is. I called everyone to the school to tell them the update about Liz. We followed Liz, and she's definitely not behind all this. Are you sure? Totally certain? Ada sits in the chair looking drained and a bit sullen. For sure, whatever's happening seems to be affecting her too, and she's not alone. The customers at the store lately have been pretty odd, either manic and dreamy or zombie-like. This can't be a coincidence.
So we're back to square one?
More like square -10. The problem is growing and we still don't have any answers. Bang! We hear a sudden noise come from the hallway. No one should be here at this hour. Someone's here. It better not be Solaire again. Quick, bubble shield!
Oh, order around Bubble Girl, just like old times. Bet you'd like that, huh?
Right, I forgot you only listen to your princess. Gibbs, please tell your pet to do something more useful than whine.
Ada, stop being mean.
Besides, our magic might backfire. Jackie steps confidently toward the door. Jackie, it's not safe. Our powers may not work. Jackie cracks her neck and holds out her fists. But these still work. She posts up at the door, ready to strike. KJ takes the other side, holding a classroom chair above their head. I put Ada and Miranda behind me. Miranda shifts and puts herself defensively in front of both of us. I can see you're both exhausted. Hang back, we have this. She's right, but if anything happens, I might not be able to heal everyone. I can't fail them like this. We look anxiously toward the door.
Oops, oh no!
Smack, the sound of someone tripping and hitting the ground. Jackie uses this opportunity to throw open the door, and we see Lee's on the floor. Hello? Jackie drops her stance. Is she blushing? You can always count on Jackie to be Jackie. Oh, hello there. Lise, what are you doing here? I thought you said she wasn't the villain? Let her talk. Lise, are you okay? Miranda! Yeah, I'm okay. Lisa's eyes widen when she takes in the whole crew. You must be Jackie. You look very strong today. And KJ, what's up? I'm cool. You hanging out? KJ smirks at Lee, trying to be chill. They turn to Ada.
real evil genius over here, right?
Lee sees Ada and looks confused.
The celebrity guest is here too?
Lise, why are you here?
I came to work at the end of your shift to thank you for the other day. People were weird. I wanted to make sure you were okay, so I followed you?
Guess we'll call that even. Oh, ad break starts in 1 minute.
Something's going on, isn't it?
I look to the others, but their looks say that it's up to me to decide. Tell her the truth. I take Lisa aside and fill her in about magic feeling, how it seems to be affecting ordinary people too. She takes it all in thoughtfully.
And you're a magical girl.
Pulled from retirement, but yes.
And what are all your powers? How many villains have you fought?
Have your identities been compromised? Please, I know it's a lot to take in. I can't answer everything tonight, but I will. I promise.
It is a lot to take in. And I said all this stuff about magical girls. Yeah, what's up with that?
Miranda elbows Ada.
When I was little, I was playing out the national forest that my family lived in and cared for. I guess some big villain had been attacking Diamond Cove, and some magical girl team drew the villain away from the city to avoid casualties. But one of them accidentally started a forest fire. I know they didn't mean to, but the smell of burning, the animals screeching and running, my home? If we had only known the plan, maybe we could have evacuated or prepared or even helped. I felt so scared and small that day. But then the firefighters and the volunteers, it took days, but they took on the blaze. That's when I knew I wanted to do something good in the world too.
I need more water. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
With the firefighters and the volunteers. It took days, but they took on the blaze. That's when I knew I wanted to do something good in the world, too. And I wanted to do it in defiance of magic. That even being ordinary, I can make a difference.
Please, I'm so sorry about your home.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have judged all magical girls based on that day. I resented your strength because I felt weak. And I'm older now. I know that good actions can have unintended consequences. I'm especially sorry to you, Ada. What? Me? I judged you especially harshly. I hope you can forgive me. Well, since you said it so nicely, and I bet you're all here trying to find a way to help, weren't you? Even at the expense of your own safety.
We are.
Whatever's happening is spreading fast. It's going to be a big fight, isn't it?
Join us, Lise. It'll be that much more manageable with you on our side. Lise lights up.
You really think I can help? I hate to be the bee in the bonnet, but she doesn't have powers?
Neither do we right now, technically speaking.
I know I'll feel stronger with her around. I bet she has lots of great skills.
I do! I can film your exploits. I'm great at animal calls. Oh, I can compliment you in battle, and I bet it'll make you feel stronger. I can create distractions.
Whoa, girl, we know you'll be able to help. For now, welcome to the Sentinels. Lee smiles widely.
What's my name going to be? Can I be Sentinel Beaver? Beaver spawn for life. No, that's so presumptuous that I be called Sentinel. Perhaps Team Support codename Aardvark? Let's start with getting up to speed.
Welcome to our dysfunctional family.
We discussed our plan to be more aggressive in our investigation of the problem. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what's happening soon. And now we're even stronger. Whoever's behind this better watch out. This is your 15-minute notice. Trank is live. Thank you for participating. Let me know if you want the raid message for the train. I have the raid message. It should pop up when I raid out. But thank you for letting me know. Finally, time for bed. I eat some midnight snacks before bed, which Alistair scolds me for, but my tummy says it's worth it. I can hear the sound of laughter. Ada's giggle rings out higher than the rest. No, not Ada. It's Boy Young's voice. Boy Young with Miranda, Jackie, and KJ. They're sitting in a circle on the rooftop of our high school. Jackie beckons me over with a big grin. She gives me a supportive pat on the back as I sit with them. On the left of Jackie, I see Miranda focused on her wood carving projects. I never took Miranda for being so artsy.
Tickled off Patrick just redeemed Yeehaw.
Thank you for redeeming Yeehaw. But she's been delving into this hobby pretty hard lately. A bespectacled brunette KJ hovers over her. Oh, I have the raid message, I'm pretty sure. It should pop up when I raid out. But thank you. They give Miranda an awkward thumbs up when Miranda holds up what appears to be a crude carving of Alistair up to examine. He looks a little wonky, but charming wonky. I give the wooden Alistair a nod of approval. Well, Young makes a comment, and Jackie smiles along. I exhale and feel my whole body relax. This is my team. Better yet, these are my friends. I'm where I'm meant to be. And then I feel a sharp pain. Ugh! 4 points around my stomach. It's like acupuncture, but instead of needles, it's pure concentrated weight. Yes, 8 tons each. It's Alistair. Ow, ow! I wake up in my bed. Alistair hovering over me, peering right into my soul. Meow! Alistair, seriously? Thank you for train watching. That's when I register the sound of my alarm. How long has it been going off for? I push Alistair off me and roll over to check the time. It's noon? I whip myself out of bed. My legs feel like lead, and I want nothing more than to bury myself back under the covers, but I'm already late for work. Meow! I know. You probably tried to wake me up sooner. I stumbled into the bathroom and grabbed my makeup. I'm late, like seriously late. I could get fired. And I really shouldn't bother with this now, but... Alistair, I know how late I am, but my manager would hate to see me barefaced at work. I may as well. I fasten my hair up quickly and grab some makeup samples strewn above the counter. It's from the sentimentality line. I could use something different for once, but it doesn't matter. It's time to hurry up and put my look on. I can feel Alistair clawing up and down my pajama pants. Once my face finally comes together, I'm starting to feel a little more energized. I remember my dream from earlier. I definitely want to hold on to that moment a little longer.
That's probably why I slept in. Phew, I think I'm ready to go. And Alistair, chill. I'm meeting with the squad leader. We're gonna figure this out. Alistair blinks at me, but not in a cute cat slow blink kind of way, in a judgmental way. I'll be back later. I scrambled with my shoes, nearly forgetting my keys on the way out the door. Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee. Welcome to Glamour Pop.
Give it to me. You, give it to me.
Whoa, calm down. What are you looking for? Hey, please don't break the glass. I should keep my distance. I'll chuck it at them. Take this. Look, Ada's brush set just landed at your feet. Ah! Seems like they're satisfied with this. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with now? I guess Ada. Ah yes, the wonderful smell of freshly ground coffee at 6 p.m. It sucks that I actually needed it at this time, but if I wanted to do anything fun after work. Retail is so tiring. But I shouldn't think about that now. I can't take work home with me or I'll go insane. Now it's time for chic coffee shop girl vibes. This is later in the day. The cafe isn't too crowded, which is nice. I start to head to the barista, but in the corner of the cafe, I spot someone familiar. Dibs! Ada? Why are you wearing that wig? Oh my gosh!
Tickled off Patrick just redeemed autism.
Thank you for redeeming autism, creature. I'm in disguise, dummy. Can't you tell? She glances around nervously and then forces you down into a chair next to her. Oof. Did you forget that I'm kind of a big deal around here? I can't walk around town without at least 3 people recognizing me. Then why are you here? I've been investigating why the magic is disappearing. Isn't the blue a little conspicuous? Well, I didn't have a ton of options to choose from. Do you think it looks too weird? You look cute. I know! I just wanted to hear it from you. Did I dye my real hair this color? I didn't think about it, but the pink color is so tied to the brand. I think you look pretty with any color. You don't have to keep complimenting me. It's getting suspicious. Before you ask, no, I can't get you backstage to see TDJ. No, you know they used to be my favorite. I need to confess my love to Tarani before it's too late. If you stay on my good side, I'll consider putting in a good word for you. But you should get rid of your poster before that. The kiss marks might freak her out. The cafe speakers start playing a new song. I recognized it immediately as one of Ada's singles. It played on the radio constantly when it was released last summer.
Ugh, I hate this song. Dang, I wish they played some real music.
And an Ada song? It's people like her that are ruining what it means to be an artist.
She really thinks she's all that in her bag of chips.
Ada isn't saying anything, but the look on her face tells me that she definitely hears them. I'll be right back. Huh? What are you doing? Hey, hold on! I march over to the table where the 2 anti-fans are sitting. Hi there, I overheard you talking about Ada.
Yeah? Are you a fan of hers or something?
Yes, I am. And even if you aren't a fan, you shouldn't talk about her that way. Idols are humans too. You shouldn't trash talk them like that.
Well, maybe if she made better music, we wouldn't have anything to trash talk.
They both snicker, but I'm not backing down now. Do you have 3 hit singles? No, not even one? I didn't even think so. If anyone can be trash talked, it's you.
Oh my god, you're an obsessed fan, aren't you? She's crazy, let's just go.
They side-eye me as they leave the cafe, and the employees are staring at me for causing such a scene. When I get back to Ada, I'm still fired up, and I sit back down at the table with a huff. People these days, jeez. She's still staring at me in shock. I can't believe you did that. Whoops, was that too much? I can't either. Thanks for defending me like that. I appreciate it. I didn't think you cared that much. Hey, I've always cared. I think in the past we just cared in different ways. Maybe. But she smiles at me this time. It feels more genuine than before. There's something sweet and wistful about it. I think it's a prettier smile than the one she puts on for the cameras. Anyways, let me update you on what I found so far. We spent some time talking about our theories. In the end, we only end up with more questions to answer and rabbit holes to explore, but it was nice to talk together. Who should I go hang out with now? Jackie. After calling ahead for the okay, I arrived at the park where I was supposed to meet Jackie and Layla. Apparently, they were training outdoors today, but when I arrived, Layla is on a swing set with Jackie resting on a bench nearby. Jackie gets up as soon as she sees me and goes to greet me. When Layla notices me, she gives me a wave and shouts, "Hi, weirdo lady! Still with the weirdo?"
Goobs, you come at a good time. We're near the end of the training.
At the park, huh? It's park day! We already ran around the lake, shadow boxed, and did pull-ups in the monkey bars.
I see. That sounds like a lot of hard work. I feel like I could be blinded by the twinkling eyes, the lights in Layla's eyes. Who's bumped up? What is that? Is that a Dorito?
Oh yeah, big time training for big time games.
Since we already did our workout, Layla's taking the initiative to do some freestyle training till we're done.
Freestyle!
Layla takes a big jump off the swing set and lands on her feet. Not losing her momentum, she starts to scramble her way to the jungle gym the Stockman way.
Make sure you watch me, coach. Don't get distracted and go all kissy face with your girlfriend.
Ha! She's not my girlfriend, you brat.
Layla sticks her tongue out before rushing over to the jungle gym. Tease Jackie over kissing. So is that a no to kissing then? Jackie slips a surprised laugh, but is too stunned to say anything at first. It is a Dorito chip? Awesome, that is the emote. But is too stunned to say anything at first. Flushed as she is, she grinned and lightly nudged me with her elbow.
Hey, don't tell me you're going to start teaching me too, huh? You know I'm the coach and not the punching bag, right?
Yeah, could have fooled me. I got to point to the small bruise I couldn't quite heal the other day on Jackie's side. But Jackie gives a small yelp and literally jumps when she notices the motion and grabs my hand to stop me. I wasn't gonna touch it, you know?
Alright.
So much for that tickle tolerance, huh?
Oh, you have jokes today, don't you?
I blame Layla, she's rubbing up on me. We laugh it off and Jackie lets go of my hand. The two of us find a nice bench to sit at while Layla does her freestyle training. So is she always this sassy?
Layla? Believe it or not, that wasn't always the case. She's really come out of her shell.
You're kidding, right? You're telling me that little ball of energy and sass used to be shy?
Yeah, something like that. I'm glad she can joke about it now, but she used to be pretty shaken up about the bridge incident. You know, that's one of the reasons why her father sent her our way in the first place, to help her not feel so powerless. She's poured her little heart into boxing, and it's really starting to pay off. She has confidence to spare now. So I'll put up with a little teasing here and there. She's earned it.
That's so sweet! I had no idea of her struggle.
Yeah, she surprises me. I saved her life, but I never really thought about the weight she's been carrying since then. Not until I got to know her. It makes you really stop and think about if we could have done some things better.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it before, but now that she mentioned it, I am. The thought lingers between us both, bringing uncomfortable silence. So, park day, huh?
Oh yeah, we tend to do this about every week or so. We started off with a proper workout routine and then she gets to freestyle for a while.
It just looks like she's playing to me.
I affectionately call it an unorthodox workout. Like climbing a jungle gym? Good for hand-eye coordination, balance, and strength building.
I guess that's true. It's different from what I pictured.
You might not catch Rocky in a regimen like this, but for a kid like Layla, it's a perfect way to round off a week or two of tough training sessions.
Jackie stares wistfully at Layla as the kid climbs up and flips herself upside down, hanging from the box with only her legs, and throwing a few practice punches for the fun of it.
Layla's a little different. She needs some creative freedom here and there to get her best results. Her father doesn't seem to mind either, so why not let her have this? After all, she's just a kid, Goobs. One day things are going to get hard for her and she'll wish she could have taken it easy when she had the chance. Until those days come, she should get to enjoy herself, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It does make sense why she seems so motivated around you. The talking between us goes quiet while we watch Layla go. She really did seem to have boundless energy. There was something nostalgic about watching Layla play, even though we rarely had the time to go out and do so ourselves as Sentinels. That was the kind of world we lived in, and it was hard to balance saving the world and having a life.
Goobs, I'm thinking about passing my ring to Layla.
What? Really? Like right now?
No. Not right now, but maybe in the near future.
Are you serious, Jackie?
Very. I mean, it's going to be her choice in the end, but I feel like I'm not really cut out for the ring anymore.
I feel a pang in my heart after hearing that. I understood that KJ wanted nothing to do with her powers, but I didn't expect Jackie to want to give up on them either. The finality of our group disbanding never really set in for me. I think part of me had always felt we would come back to this at some point after a great danger would present itself again. Now that such a danger has arrived, I can't help but feel like our group is living on borrowed time. It's her magic, she should get to choose what to do with it. It's your power, Jackie. You get to choose what to do with it. I'll support whatever you decide to do with it.
Thank you, Goobs. That means a lot to hear you say that. Alistair's probably going to be really against it, but my mind is made up.
Well, you let me deal with Alistair, okay?
Yeah, alright. You know the little dude the best after all.
So does she know? That you want to pass it down to her, I mean.
Yeah, she does. We've talked about this for quite a bit, and we've reached an agreement. She can become a magical girl, but if she does, she can no longer box. Not competitively, at least. She can give it up when she wants to, but it's always going to be one or the other.
Isn't that a bit hypocritical? That's what you do when you are Sentinel. Jackie bit her lip and grabbed the wrist of her right arm. Her arm trembled a bit while she looked distant, no doubt in her memories.
Yeah, and that was a mistake, Oops. I got hurt in ways even you can't feel by pushing myself like that.
What do you mean? You always told me my healing kept you in the game?
I didn't lie, but I messed up big time relying on you so heavily. I just have a lot of old pains that feel deeper than where your magic could touch. Plus, there's just this trauma I feel from it. There's this hesitation I can't seem to train out of me. I have to force myself to stop turtling up and spar at people closer to my age. It's been bad enough to can my boxing career.
I'm sorry, Jackie. I didn't know.
I know, that's also my fault. I wanted to be tough for everyone, so I kept it to myself. I kept a lot to myself. I'm sorry. I'm throwing a lot at you suddenly.
No, don't be. It's refreshing to see you open up like this. I like it.
You think so?
Jackie looks down at nothing in particular in her way of trying to hold back a smile. She was always cute when she tried to hide the heart she wore in her yellow plaid sleeves.
Well, I guess I'll keep that in mind.
You better. And hold nothing back. You don't have to pull your punches when you're with me. Jackie eases up and finally lets go of her wrist and relaxes.
Alright, but don't regret it later. You know I hit hard.
I won't. And just so we're clear, you're okay with this, right? You know how harsh the lifestyle gets. Are you sure you're okay with the idea of Layla doing the same thing?
Yeah, she has something to prove, and if it's not what she wants to do, I won't get in her way. But as her coach, I'll be keeping a keen eye on her, and make sure she avoids making the same mistakes I did.
Coach Martinez, you're not watching! Our time together gets cut short when Layla comes sprinting back. I knew it! You're doing the kissy face thing, aren't you?
I'm not. I see a smug expression creep up on Layla. Layla seems to pick something up much like a shark to the scent of blood.
She doesn't say anything, but Jackie's face grows into a bright shade of red.
Wow, just look at the time. We should get you back over to the gym before your father shows up.
Would you like some company for the walk back?
Sure, I don't mind.
I'll be on my best behavior, Coach Martinez.
You better.
For the whole walk back to the gym, Layla didn't say a word. Oh, well, this is the end of the stream, so let me finish this real quick. Layla didn't say a word, keeping her promise as best as she could. Unfortunately, she never dropped her smug grin. Okay. Well, that's it for this stream. We have to raid out now. The Trink Bell. Oh, the clap didn't work. Huh. Well, copy some of that. The raid message didn't copy correctly, didn't paste correctly. Thank you, Chica. Alright. I'll be playing Silk Song tomorrow. See y'all then. Goodbye.